So then, for a recap for everybody, last time and a few times before that, you guys were in the Crescent Passage, which was the kind of the tree in the living forest. You guys found all the orbs that were kind of scattered throughout the cave and down below in that underground city with the Duragar. You guys assembled all of the orbs after clearing out the dungeons and kind of protecting that village from a little raid. You brought all the orbs together and were able to solve the puzzle by putting the orbs into the mouths of the dragon statues that corresponded to their breath attacks. Excuse me. And then after all of the dragon orbs, or the orbs had been in the dragon's mouths, the first piece of the trident appeared with a bunch of celestial writing around the base of the altar as well. I believe Ishinda took a inscription of the writing. I don't know if you guys did that from the first after the puzzle opened up the door. I thought you did, but I don't remember if anyone wrote that down or not. When you guys got outside, Gutwad and Gwenolith, they had been hiding in the tree to keep out of sight of that phase spider that had been hunting you guys. And they kind of told you that the phase spider was only really appearing at night, and it couldn't really get past kind of the aura of the tree, maybe. You guys had some more visions. In the morning, you headed out, trying to head back to Caastigen. Gwenolith had said that she's not really interested in adventuring anymore after nearly dying at the hands of the phase spider, and wants to head back to Glasser.
Oh.
You guys then made it through a lot of the forest, made it to the river, followed the river a little bit north to where you found a bridge that was guarded by a couple of satyrs that demanded payment in one form or another to cross the bridge. And if they insulted Mikhail and his orcish songs, which sent Mikhail into a rage and was able to intimidate his way across and is now across the river. And that's pretty much where we left off, is the satyr being a little kind of absent-mindedly. He's sitting off to the side, leaning on the bridge. He pulls out this little pan pipe, and he's absent-mindedly kind of playing these pan pipes while you guys are deciding what to do.
If you gentlemen don't mind, I think I might take the reins here. I'm going to unsheath my sword.
Okay.
And walk up to him and point my sword at him and say, "You have been insulting for the last time. If you do not let us pass, I will chop off the thing that you use for these trains, and I will use it to demonstrate a train on your friends."
Okay. Roll intimidation check.
Don't mind if I do. Oh wait, I got intimidate. If it works.
All right. So you pull out Shinda. You pull out your sword and kind of approach him, pointing your sword at his chest. As you do, he just kind of looks at you like, "I don't give a shit what you think," and he does this little trill on his panpipes, and everyone make a will save.
Oh, not will.
Any attempt to intimidate did not work. Sorry about that. Carla called.
Worries.
Hi, Carla.
She's not on the phone anymore. It was a good
Crap.
She's what?
Hi, Matt.
She's not fun
What?
anymore? What, now that you're married?
She's dead.
You're no fun anymore.
6 months in. Real soon?
Yeah.
Oh.
What did I get on my...
Oh, Benefisto also roll for
Oh yeah.
the rock.
Does Michael need to make this will save too, since he's already passed the bridge?
You do not, actually.
I apologize for whatever it is I'm about to do, because my will save sucked.
All right.
That was for Dwayne. His, for whatever reason, his button clicking didn't work.
Okay, so Tyrael, Uther, and Benefisto, this like creeping fear starts to kind of roll over us, and we all get kind of like a little staunched over it, but we're able to resist its effects a little bit, and instead we're just panicked, and we kind of all start to cower. And everyone else is under becomes shaken. Sorry, we're shaken. Everyone else becomes panicked, and you guys drop anything you're holding and run in just a random direction from the satyr.
Who's across the bridge?
Michael,
Only Michael. The satyr was where?
probably in front of the bridge, but in front of us.
Did that pull up for everybody? Okay, yeah. Yeah, everybody make an initiative.
Dan, I'm not able to drag the icons. Where do you drag the icons?
Do you have the window popped out into another window?
Yeah.
It has to be inside the Roll20 interface for it to work. So if you like pop it back in.
Oh, interesting.
Do we have tokens yet? I can't make my roll until...
You
Select
should
the
see your token.
I see black.
Oh. Really?
Really?
Does anyone else see black?
Wouldn't I?
I see the thing.
I see the picture.
Yeah, Andy, you should have, how about now?
Oh, yep, I got it now.
Okay. Oop. Sorry, I moved your character, and there we go. Sorry, I'll let you guys handle that. All right. One thing. Oh, Matt. If everyone can hide the turn order, because that'll help me, or allow me to, prep combats and things coming up.
So double click the turn order.
I just hit it behind Dan.
You just need to double click it.
Cool.
So while everybody else starts running at top speed in the other direction, the satyr turns around and runs across the bridge to the other side.
And Michael, we scared him.
Shoot him with your bow. Everybody duck.
Jack, you rolled 22. Okay. Sorry, there.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to drag. You can ignore those.
No, there's a few duplicates in the turn order I'm trying to get rid of. Sorry.
It has to be in the same window.
I don't understand how to put it back in.
It's in options.
That's it. Just goes right back in the same hole. Multiple times. Just gotta keep.
All right. So
That's
as he
you'll figure it
does,
Having the birds and the bees talk with Kalen.
I'm working on it. He needs it.
found any
Needs it bad.
crusty socks around the
Anyway.
house?
We don't need to do that. No, actually walked in on it. Thank God he didn't see me, but I went to check on him before he went to bed, and I was like, "Holy sh!"
Have you gotten him? You should get him a book about masturbation and wet dreams. Did anyone else get that? Our dad got us one of those.
Don't punish your body.
A book about it, like how to for dummies.
No, it was one of those like your body is changing. This is what's happening kind of books. It was so awkward, so awkward.
Michael, I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, I can't either.
Yeah.
Michael, you've been talking this whole time.
He's
Poor guy's becoming like, everyone's ignoring me. I thought I was being funny.
I can't see Dan, but you can.
Oh, no. Oh, he's gone now.
There,
I can
you just-
see you. Mike still can't hear you.
Make sure your microphone's not muted. Your headset.
Yelling doesn't.
Yeah,
Yelling doesn't make it
you talk
better.
louder and more
Talking
angry.
louder. Can you hear me? No.
Poor Jessa.
What the hell?
Why is he screaming? Dan, your beard's super black. I can't tell the difference between your sideburns and your headphones.
You're welcome.
That's intense, dude.
He's not wearing headphones.
They're all growing together.
No, still can't hear you, Mike. Anybody? Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get a beer while Michael's figuring this out.
All right.
I think it's a good chance.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan. Well, that's happening. As far as upgrading the horses, not upgrading, but leveling them up. Like you said, to go to the druid, and it's got like just a diagram, but like a sheet,
Mhm.
just like for like a character, how
Yep.
they level up, and that's really all I need to change, right?
Yeah.
Do
'cause
they have skills?
They,
Or feats?
they gain tricks and feats and skill points just like a character. The tricks, so you can have it attack, but it has to be trained, and you have to teach it tricks. It's
So
a
we'd have to
war-trained
wait
horse.
until we got to like a town, then we had some time to actually train it.
For the purpose of Beneficios and Tyrael's animal companions, we're just saying that we're training it at night when we camp.
Okay.
So I've got down when you gained your horse, and in a week you'll get a chance to see if you can actually finish training him.
Got it. But I need to pick. Where do I pick the tricks at? Are those also in the druid, or are they in like animals?
It'll be an animal handling, and
Okay.
the horse. Your horse is a war-trained mount, so it comes with like 6 automatic tricks. It's like heal, stay, defend, come, attack, and something else. So you'd have to look it over, and you can make it do stuff.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's something I'll have to do this coming time. All right. Mike, still can't hear you, but is it possible to kind of continue and just have you type what's going to be happening until you do figure it out?
All right.
Beautiful.
So Jack, as you're watching the guy run away, the fear just pours over you, and you just cannot stand being close to the satyr, and you want to bolt in the opposite direction.
So I drop my gun and run.
Yep.
Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me now?
How far?
Yeah.
Just your movement.
Pretty
Confirm
far.
that people can hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, great.
I think that's off the board.
I think just the 30 feet, not as if you were in a full sprint,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Yeah, and if you wind up running off the board, just get to the edge and you'll be fine. We'll say you're far enough away. The satyr to the west of the bridge, after the first one runs across, he runs up to right next to you, Mikhail, and pulls out a dagger and cuts 2 of the ropes on the side of the bridge. And
Oh.
half the bridge goes slack.
Oh.
I guess we shouldn't have attacked them.
You guys coming this way, or am I going that way?
Good luck.
Are you yelling that to us?
Good luck.
What's it my turn? I'm just asking.
Oh.
Gwynolith seems to be under the same fear effects that you guys are, and she turns the horse and that she's on and just takes off and back down the road. Tyrael, you can tell he kind of shakes off some of the fear, and he's still a little shaken by this spell that you guys are all under, but he's able to pull out his bow and take a shot at the satyr that just cut the 2 ropes. But I gotta make sure I'm
How many satyrs are there?
3.
Shit.
Yes, I shouldn't have intimidated them. I think that was the only way we were getting out of this anyway, though. I mean, other than James getting rammed by 3 of them from behind, which I was all for that. Obviously not my character, because he's got honor and everything, but he is a person.
So Tyrael takes a shot, and the arrow just passes off into the brush behind the satyrs.
Oh.
Ashinda, you're on top of your horse, and
Oh, I am
after
on my
you
horse?
after you'd pulled your sword out, and you feel this spell cast over you, you just got this immense panic and desire to flee. So you can either hop off your horse or take the horse with you.
I'm gonna hop off the horse, I think. I mean, if I'm panicked, I'm not making any sort of logical decisions.
Yeah.
How far do I run? Well, fortunately, my guy's fucking slow. I'll be able to run that far. Like 30 feet, I think. Max.
It's the fat kid.
You just see him like,
It's a fat kid. So as Ashinda goes taking off, the satyr that had just made it across the bridge, he goes to the other side of the bridge, takes his dagger out, and cuts the other 2 ropes, and the bridge goes slack and falls across to the other side where you guys are.
Shit.
So Dan, sorry, that was my turn, right?
Yes.
Do I get to will save again, or not till next round?
Not till the next round.
Got it. Bless you.
Mikhail, you were not under the effects of the spell, so you turn around after coming across the bridge, and the one satyr comes running across the bridge, and they start cutting the bridge down. Just as you turn around and realize what's happening, the bridge goes slack and slings across the river. Your exit and your way to your companion's been cut off.
Is it a nice day or is it ugly weather?
It's in the living forest, so it's kind of cloudy and dark. But you're not entirely sure how much of that is the actual weather or the forest itself.
Okay. So Kel says, looking around, ugly day to die. Methink you angered them. Better flee and live. And then walks onto sits on the rock and starts, playing his drums, watching what happens.
Good to have you, Mike.
I had no trouble with them.
In the car. Bye. I love you, big guy. I love you.
Oh, let's see him. Let's see him. Oh, come back.
I love you.
Michael, was I understanding we angered them or they angered us? Or are you just doing Michael things?
Kel's doing, he has no reason to fight him right now. They honorably let him cross after he did that. So to do something right now would to insult them again. So he's just going to see what happens next. If they flee and we put the bridge together, that's good. If they all die, then that's good too.
So you're just kind of gonna back up and watch what they do?
Yeah, see what happens.
Okay.
Kind of nonchalantly, non-threateningly.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Gutwad, after watching everybody
Yeah,
flee and also being under the effects of the spell, also turns tail and runs the other direction.
Pussy.
The last satyr, he comes up to the edge of the road as well and pulls out a bow and waits to see what you guys do. Benefisto. You see the bridge just go slack and everybody start blitzing in different directions. And you realize atop of your horse, this might be a pretty shit situation.
Run away.
I get off my horse and walk to here. My hands up and saying, let's all calm down. This man in samurai armor overreacted. We can figure out an amicable answer to this, or you can all die.
Had to throw the last part in there.
Yep.
Of course he did. Otherwise, they're gonna ram him. Amicable means butt sex.
We can all figure out a peaceful solution, or we can fight to a bloody death.
So,
Someone proposed mushy cookie.
mushy cookie. I don't know what that is, and I don't think I want to know. All right. So, the satyrs,
I won't
they
explain.
look across the river and oh yeah.
I don't care what kind of person you are. This bridge isn't worth dying for. And if you're gonna threaten us, you can find another way across.
And they all kind of pull out. Two of them pull out their bows, and another one starts playing his little flute again.
Shit.
Jack, you get just about 60 feet away from everybody. You feel the fear just dissipate, and you kind of start to come to your senses and are able to turn around.
That's when I'm all the way over here.
What your movement's 30, so should be about 60. Yep, you'd be at the edge. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we need to find another way across, guys. Michael can follow us on the other side.
If we could get a rope across,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah, if we can shoot enough at these guys.
I'm gonna
And then-
shout out, "Someone pick up my gun and let's get the fuck out of here."
Oh, that's right. I don't have my sword. I dropped it.
Yeah, we all dropped our shit.
So yeah, everybody starts coming to their senses and turns around and kind of realizes what's going on. And the satyrs are just kind of they're sitting there waiting. It doesn't look like they're gonna budge from their spot. One of them is keeping an eye on you, Mikhail, making sure you're not gonna try anything behind him.
Is there any visible way down or upriver that looks like you can cross?
Not from
Just
this
a
spot.
little sideline?
It
No.
kind of comes to a gorge, so the hill kind of slopes down pretty steeply into the river. And previously, you guys had come across a river that was pretty glassy but quick moving. This is not glassy, and it looks to be moving pretty quick, at least in this spot. So, from your guys' vantage point, you don't see any way across the river from here.
So we have to travel God knows how far with Michael following us on the other side, and no guarantees on whether or not his trail will be passable where ours is, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Where we can try and scare these guys off
Try to swim.
and shoot a rope across and redo this bridge.
Well, they were just upset at us for passage. They never said we couldn't cross the river here.
I mean, my swim's pretty good, but if it's moving real fast,
We have the horses.
it's gonna be hard to get across. Plus the horses are not gonna be able to climb up the other side. We're gonna have to either find another bridge, or duke it out here. We'll probably run out of time.
Yeah, I don't think they're not evil creatures. They're kind of neutral creatures. So, and my character is not going to start a fight without provocation.
Yeah, everything that Benefisto had remembered about satyrs was they're pretty much self-serving, but they're not out to like hurt anybody.
Michael, I think you should try to reason with them. I mean, the bridge is cut, right? Like the bridge is gone.
Well,
It's
handy.
attached to the side of the river that you guys are on, but it's been cut from their side.
Yeah. Okay. James, do you think they can reattach it?
I mean, with some engineering, we could do it again. Shoot a rope across, and
I assume they can, otherwise how are they going to get my money if I decide I want to pay them?
Do they ask for money?
Originally,
yeah, it was like 1,000 gold or something.
they wanted like 200 gold pieces a person to cross.
Yeah.
They're neutral, but they're assholes.
Right.
Yeah.
Precisely.
And you should
I
make
mean,
one of them
I-
crap his pants.
My character. Oh fuck yeah, we should. What are we doing with our lives? Yes.
Try to intimidate
So-
them.
Yeah.
Treating them and making them crap their pants repeatedly.
Yeah.
We could set up two
Little
ropes,
breaches.
and you could attempt to swim across one, and the other one would be a safe line. Or I could have a rope from my
Yeah,
side,
dude, I'm saying like
attach you to
up
it.
here. And my character, I think at this point, being slighted this much is not gonna give up and just walk away from this. So
If we attach a rope here, can you see the blue thing?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We could go across, and you would swing with the current and hit the thing.
Yeah.
So even if you failed your swim check, you would get like pulled to the other bank and not.
Right, but we still have to climb up, and if they're still there, they're gonna attack while you're climbing up.
Let's have to deal with the horses.
Yeah, we'd still have to.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to.
Well, how many people can get across the river? Because then we could just pay just for like the horses.
That's a good idea.
Or we could get a ship,
We wanted to say,
and then you could chase them off. Or actually, it's probably not evil just to bludgeon them to unconsciousness.
Wait,
I'm gonna
was anyone not affected by that flu?
Tyrael and Benefisto.
We were
And
still
Uther.
feared. We just didn't run away.
So only 2 of us didn't flee in terror. Anyone have anything that would increase our resistance? Like once he starts playing that flute again, that's pretty rough.
I could play my song to do something to give us a bonus, but still have to make the will save.
It was 200 rupees a person, right? To cross.
200, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm 100% about making one of these guys shit their pants right now.
Well,
I say we go upriver, sneak across, and then attack and make them shit their pants.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical about attacking, but if you're gonna make them shit their pants, I mean, what else are we gonna do?
I agree.
All right, so while you guys have been kind of contemplating, the poor little sheep they've been molesting kind of wanders off into the brush, and you kind of hear him go, meh, meh.
Forgot about that.
So, what's the plan?
When did we sheep?
It's not our sheep. It's their sheep.
Oh,
We think.
this is what I missed. Oh shit,
I don't know.
my battery's about to die. All right, you guys got it.
so are we doing the upriver thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
my kick.
upriver with the rope.
So you guys all start walking away from the satyrs, and they eye you guys with some critical observation as you guys all walk away. You guys start heading up kind of river, trying to find a spot to wade across or be able to swim across. Maybe I'm guessing somewhere shallow enough for the horses to walk. Is that what you guys are looking for?
Yeah. We're also thinking, like, if we can swim across and attack them, then we have to go back to reattach the bridge. And then go back, and yeah, we're just going to need to find a spot where everybody can pass. Otherwise, it's going to take us a week and a half to do all of this.
Okay.
Right, guys? I mean, I'm spitballing here, but that makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, our main
Find a
objective
place
is
to cross,
pass.
and
We don't
then
have to
go
kill
over
them.
and fucking slaughter these guys.
I know your honor's been sullied, but
Right, no, it's
Yeah.
really hard for Ashinda to walk away from. You guys need to recognize. Like, I was ready to just try and jump across.
so we'll try to find a
Hero
place
points.
to summarize. I think we're trying to find a place to cross, and then we'll try to persuade Ashinda that, saving Tyrael's mother is the more pressing thing than getting honor here, something like that.
But if I see another one of those satyrs, they will turn him inside out.
All right, so you guys had made it to the river. It's probably about midday after getting out of the Crescent Passage and heading out. As you guys start walking, Benefisto, along with the compass, you realize you guys are heading about a little bit east, northeast, mostly north along the river. And it starts to get dark, but you haven't found anywhere that's remotely crossable for the whole party.
Oh, fuck this.
Awesome.
Fucking spider.
Oh, we got that phase spider.
It's gonna kill me on the other side by myself. Hey,
All right, and we can't see anything down the river that looks promising or anything like that, Dan?
Not
Can
that
we
you
do
guys have
active
found so
perception
far.
checks? No.
It's more just as you guys are going along, you just see it. Yeah.
I could go and if that was our best bet, we could go back and at night and try to cross when they're maybe they've given up on the bridge at this point in time.
It's true. We could try to cross at night.
Was there a spot, Dan, like close to the bridge where somebody could climb down to get to the river, and then again somewhere that looks good enough to where they could climb up?
Yeah, pretty much all along
To our
here, you could make a climb down, get across the river on a pretty rough swim check. You might get put down the stream pretty quick without being anchored by a rope.
Well,
But
that's what we were thinking is using a rope too.
But
as a
they
fulcrum.
they were just charging for us to use the bridge, right? Not to cross the river.
That's what I remember.
yeah,
Yep. So
Because I,
approximately, Dan. I mean, if we had to guess, how much light do we have left, and how far have we walked?
an hour before you'd want to make campsite. I mean, you could probably turn back and make it to the bridge before nightfall.
Let's do that, guys.
Well, we still don't want to leave you alone on the one side. Is there? So there's a spot right here, Dan, where we could cross
Yeah, you could throw a rope to
with a rope.
Mikhail and get him across to your side.
I'm not swimming.
Let's.
Fuck water. You guys come over this
All right.
way.
Well,
Well, you got all the horses,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
horses will not be able to make it across the river,
all right.
especially
Let's
with
go back to the bridge.
laden down with all the gear.
Don't waste the time.
yeah, we have
Should
to
we go back to
either
the bridge?
pay them. We either pay them or we kill them.
Well, let's go back to the bridge, but let's stay far enough away where they can't see us, and we'll drop down and cross. You know, all of
So-
the people at least, and then we can attack them or at least surround
Drive
them,
them off,
intimidate them enough to make them take off.
Or at that point, we can then pay the simple 600 gold that would be.
I don't think they're going to be amenable to business transactions after we beat them up.
No, I'm not saying before we beat them afterwards, cross over there and be like, okay, well, we crossed without using your bridge, but to use your bridge, here's the 600 gold for our horses to cross.
So you know
Still
that
a lot of gold.
right around here. Oop, not there. This was Athir's cabin, and this is about where you guys were expecting or approximate where the the Crescent Passage was. So you guys are probably
the bridge right
somewhere along this portion of the river, and yes, this is a bridge that is north.
We could just meet up at the bridge.
Just keep going north.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, I still say Michael needs to cross and get to us. Otherwise, he's susceptible to a lot more danger than we are as a group.
That's true. But if we're walking up along the riverbank, I could always hop in.
Yeah, but then, I mean, you'd wind up way downriver. What if we hit a spot and where it's at, it's super rapidy. There's not gonna be enough time for us to secure a rope. And if you want to take that risk, we can take that risk.
At first assessment, too, you guys aren't entirely sure how long it might take you to get to the bridge.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. It could take us days to get to the bridge.
Do we do that, or did we just go back and try to cross? I like the.
I mean, Ishinda is 1,000% wanting to go back to the bridge and exact his revenge for all of the dishonor and disrespect that was shown to our party. So,
Okay, let's go back.
Benefisto sees no reason why we should attack the satyrs. They have built the bridge. They are asking for ridiculous prices, but they aren't deliberately evil or malicious.
have shown you much disrespect. How can you not want to make that right?
Gang, where are we trying to get? Are we trying to get back to the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to eventually join up with this road anyway, right?
So let's just make it to the bridge.
I say we just make it to the bridge. Michael, I really don't understand your, like, are you part cat or something? I don't understand the reluctance to swimming, but if you don't want to swim.
I have horrible swim. So my character doesn't know how to swim, basically. And I don't really want to hop into rapids and see what happens.
Why is so afraid of swimming. It's just
We get that rope. Yeah, I thought it was a troll trade to like,
yeah. I'll turn to stone, guys.
All right, well, okay. Then I say we push to the bridge. Oh, that'll be my vote then.
Might take us longer, but yeah,
We already started heading in that direction anyway.
Wait, did we?
it's true.
The sheep was on our side, right?
Yes. It wandered off into the brush.
We could have threatened. We didn't take
Were you
the
needing some relief, or
Yeah, the sheep ran away.
Oh, we could threaten the sheep.
Let us across or your sheep gets it.
That's right. Gets it in a public display.
all right? I say then let's push to the bridge.
All right.
Sold.
Is that
Didn't get to
nod,
use the
nod,
butt plug.
nod? All right. So you guys all start.
Yes.
Keep pressing towards the bridge. Mikhail, you're dead set on not crossing.
He's gonna avoid any swimming and as much wilderness as he can. He's done with the wilderness.
All right. So as you guys are pressing on, the light begins to fade drastically, and it is you guys are not really finding anywhere to cross, and you haven't come across the bridge yet. You can press on through the night or make camp.
How rested are we from the last time that we? I mean, if we pressed on, would it really affect us, or? Nah, we should probably camp for the night.
You did sleep, and you guys haven't really expended any resources, it seems, since you guys slept at the Crescent Passage. But if you don't sleep through the night,
the horses we've got Beneficia's horse, my horse, and one pack horse specifically for taking all of our materials. Correct.
correct.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll put it to a vote again. I say we make camp because we don't know what's coming up ahead.
Press on.
Okay. That James.
That's just beer you got. Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess
Awesome. Cereal.
if we
Tyrell's,
make camp, Michael has to cross.
Tyrell's pretty nervous about the forest, just with the things you guys have encountered, and knowing about the phase spider hunting you guys. He doesn't want to be caught, but he wants to get out of the forest as quick as possible too. So he's pretty much up to deferring to the rest of the group. And Gutwad wants to camp, and Gwynolith wants to get the hell out of Dodge.
All right. If we're gonna camp, I say
If we camp, Michael either has to cross.
serious here.
I see no reason to camp. We'll just be tired the next day, but we haven't really expended a lot of resources.
You guys.
Hello?
This is
Yep.
there, just lost
Everybody.
We just lost video of you, Andy.
Oh wait. Okay, I can
so we
see
just
James
press on.
still.
Camp when we're out of the forest.
Yeah, we'll have a good rest when we're out of the forest.
All right, so you
Can
guys.
anybody hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, I can't see Matt, Michael, or Dan, but I can see James. So I'm just gonna keep it up. All right. So what's the verdict? We're gonna stick, or we're gonna push on? Sorry.
Press on.
Press on.
Pressing on. All right.
All right.
So you guys
Let's do
press on. You guys gonna pull out torches?
Very alert and active for the spider.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And we should light torches.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna grab a torch.
I'll use my light spell.
Had to get that information in there before Dan started.
Yeah. And let's keep an active lookout for a phase spider. Specifically, phase spiders.
Anything, like, really anything, but again, specifically face spiders.
Yeah. I hate those things.
All right.
We will burn it with fire.
Hey, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Never mind. I was on my horse and I was like, dude, I have like no skill points anywhere. What the hell happened? Like, never mind. Continue on.
All right,
shut up.
so you guys decide to press on, and as the dark creeps in, so everybody has torches. Mikhail, you got
Yeah.
dark vision, so you can see in the dark. Depends on. You're just gonna keep up with the group. All right, so you guys all
Yeah.
have light and are trying to push back the shadows. As you do, Michael, what's your? It's CMD, your combat maneuver defense.
Okay. Let's see, defenses. My CMD is total is a 17.
All right. Go. I'm on the wrong. 17. All right.
Yep.
Okay, I got everybody back except for Dan. Can everybody see me again?
Yep. I can see you. Can you hear me?
Sweet. I can.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So, as you guys are all walking across, Mikhail, this giant spider
Fuck the spiders.
appears directly over you and bites you right on the shoulder. Yeah, literally, this thing is 10, 15 feet tall, and it just like materializes over you. It bites you. It deals 11 points of damage
Huh.
and picks you up, and you are grappled.
Oh, shit.
Roll of fortitude save.
Okay.
Swim across, Michael.
Never
Did I?
hate water.
You guys can all get your characters back into what would be like a marching order along the side.
And that is the day the group lost their bar.
Yeah, guys, maybe we should just press on.
The poor bard afraid of water.
Distracted.
Oops.
Did it roll? Or is it
No.
thinking? Okay, what's it doing? Come on. Come on.
How do I rename the token?
There it goes.
Rename it.
Well, take the first one.
12. Okay.
You got Nightwing.
Oh, here. It's an old one. Oh.
That's also Nightwing. There he is.
It was just slightly bugging me. That's all. Not a big deal. In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. So you and the spider are grappled, and he's trying, and you can feel this venom sinking into your neck, and you take. Jeez. Oh, there we go. You take 2 points of constitution damage.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Okay. I will roll for initiative.
Here, wait, hold on. I had to dump everyone. Okay. I had to dump everyone from the previous round.
So we can roll?
Yep.
Sorry. Oh.
Did my initiative make it, or should I re-roll?
Yeah, yours did.
Cool.
The 22.
Yep. Damn it! I should have swam.
Still missing Jack.
Well, I thought that we weren't using the old ones.
We were.
No.
I was gonna, but it's not a big deal. Oh, and somehow that didn't work either.
I'll re-roll my initiative if you need to.
No, you're fine.
Oh, are you sure? Well, fucking rolls so far have been awful.
All right, so as this happens, Mikhail lets out this scream, and everybody turns from trudging along in the dark and sees Mikhail being picked up in the air by this giant spider with this kind of furry mane around its neck and the face and head of a human. And his legs are kicking in the air. And you can see it kind of like just chomping down on his shoulder. As you do, Jack, you're the first one to turn to the side and realize what's going on.
Son of a bitch! When is this? This is at night.
Yeah.
Is there a reset button?
I like to load the save.
Yeah.
Load this. Speaking of which, it is night. Who had torches? Everybody?
Everybody.
Oh, I had the light spell on.
Okay.
But
Oh, so we can't even see it.
Michael, you had a light spell on of some kind?
yeah, I had my that orb thing that I do.
Yeah. Give me one sec.
Damn you, spider.
Losing Andy. What's the... Is it like a torch? Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, it's basically, I can make it like be 4 torches, but it's light up 1 torch basically.
There
They're
we
all
go.
together, we'll say.
Alright. So, Jack, you can see across the river because the orb that's across there is illuminating.
Shoot it!
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the shoot son of a bitch speaker. I'm gonna shoot at the spider.
This
Okay.
much worse than water.
Swim.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh, it didn't like that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, they changed the way the macros have to work. There has to be a percent sign. and some other
Everybody?
stuff.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
we got you.
Okay, give me just a second.
So while Jack is loading his gun, Mikhail, you're being picked up in the air, and you're trying to wriggle free, and you see this just gnarly ass face glowering down over your shoulder.
Ugh. So I suppose the only thing I could do is try to wriggle free.
You could try and break the combat maneuver.
Okay. So what would I roll for that?
Combat maneuver roll, right?
Combat maneuver roll? Okay.
Yeah, CMB.
CMB. Is it under attacks?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Rolling that. Oh. Just doing roll 20.
Dan, did you get my roll?
Yes.
Awesome.
So Jack's musket goes off, and this spurt of flame shoots out in the night, and you see the bullet just dig right into the side of the spider and kind of sinks its whole back end down from the force of the bullet. Is that within 30 feet? No. Alright. Mikhail has, oh yeah, we lost Andy.
Oh.
Oh god. I hope his character doesn't come back and do something foolish. Like try and swim across the water.
Oh, he will.
I know.
Okay. Sorry, I was pulling up which I'm supposed to look at. Nice. So, as the gun goes off, you feel the back end of the spider kind of sink down, and you punch the thing right in the face over your shoulder, and push its jaws off of you, and you're able to push off onto the ground and hit the ground.
Yay! Fuck spiders. Is it my turn, or can you move a bit?
That's a standard action, so you still have a move action.
Okay. Oh god. Do I jump into the river or no?
Do it. I got you.
You got me? Oh, you can turn it. You can transform. Okay.
Dolphin.
Dolphin time. James, dolphin rescue unit. Bill runs and jumps into the river.
All right, so you, Mikhail, you run. Make a. Was it acrobatics or jump? I think it's jump.
Okay.
No, acrobatics. Make an acrobatics check. So Mikhail, you punch the spider in the face, hit the ground, and you bolt for the edge. You jump off. You jump off,
Boy.
and you're able to barely make it past the shore. So you splash in the water right here, and you still have. But your movement's your movement's 20. Oop. You're gonna have to complete that action next turn because you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. As you run towards the bank, you hear this tiny voice far at the back of the group. Mikhail, no! And Gutwad runs as fast as he can, just all out past everybody. He makes it just to the edge of the bank and takes a javelin and throws it at the phase spider. Oh, he takes a sling out and shoots a bullet at the phase spider. And just as you're jumping, you feel another sling bullet whiz past you, and barely just miss you as it hits the tree above.
This what I shouldn't have feel like all time.
The spider behind you, Mikhail, you hear it kind of pissed off at the like punch to the eye, and you hear it like hiss and just and run back at you
Oh god.
and makes another attack. Just as you're getting to the edge of the bank, it snaps its jaws right as your feet are leaving the ground, and it's like one of those action movies where you're in the air and it's just snapping at your backside as you're leaping away.
Oh.
Well, Tyrael watching Mikhail bolt for the edge. He steps off to the side, trying to get a clean shot, and takes a shot at the phase spider. Another arrow whizzes right past you, but this time actually finds its mark and sinks right into the base of the neck where this furry scruff is on the base of the head. And you can kind of see it sink down a little bit more as it tries to snap at you.
Oh heck.
Mephisto, you're just in awe watching Mikhail jump off into the river.
Dolphin Lundgren, save him!
Dolphin Lundgren.
So I summon a Dolphin Lundgren into the water.
All right.
The battle porpoise.
The battle porpoise. What am I missing? Oh. All right. Ashinda, well, just watching this all erupt behind you, you caught a little off guard, but you kind of snap to what's going on and realize what's happening.
I want to buy Michael a couple more seconds. I'm going to try and make that spider shit its pants.
Yes!
Fair warning, it's not wearing pants.
Something tells us this could backfire.
Gonna poop on Michael.
But if you want to, just fair warning.
Yep. So do I need to roll something? Or does it just have to...
You realize
DC.
you have a chance to act.
Right, so I'm going to use the butt plug.
Okay. Oh.
Does
Duh.
it...
Oh yeah.
Does it have to... It's got a DC?
You make a Constitution save to make sure you don't crap your own pants.
Right.
Oh my god, what's that smell?
I'm the one being attacked by a giant spider.
The DC is 11
Oh.
because you've used the butt plug
Someone
once.
in the
Yeah.
party could randomly crap their pants and just blame Ashinda using a butt plug on them. I don't know why they'd want to do that, but
Shinda, no more.
Oh, wait. I need to select the guy here. Constitution. No attribute was found. What the hell does that mean?
Are you in your horse or you?
He's on his horse.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my fucking horse. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to be. I assumed you were.
No, I
No.
meant eat.
Yeah, no, why won't it let me roll Constitution? It just keeps saying no attribute was found.
Roll it from your character sheet. The macro might be screwed up.
Yeah,
if you're
I'm
using that.
trying to roll it from my character sheet.
That's weird.
make sure it's from your character sheet and not your horse's.
Yeah, no, it's from mine. Alright, I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus 3.
Cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, so 22.
So yeah, you kind of clench the butt
Thankfully-
plug and make sure that you don't crap on your horse. But as you focus this strange power, you watch the spider across the river faintly, like just drop out this weird, sickening, yellowish white poop onto the ground.
Nice.
I
Suck on
hate
that, spider.
woods.
All
You're
right,
welcome, Michael.
Mikhail, make another fortitude save.
Fortitude. Oh, that's right.
Isn't there snow?
No, cancel the
No, not that.
So you take
Oh, it's raining. Damn it.
Oh, we lost him.
you take another 2 points of Constitution damage.
Okay.
Jack, so after your last shot, you saw Mikhail trying to jump into the river, and you realize you've got another clean shot.
I got you. Or not.
Oh.
Where are you? Oh, you're back there. Okay. So you take aim in the night, and with the shadows and the flickering of all the movement, you take aim and you release another shot, but the bullet seems to just miss its mark somehow. You're not really sure how.
Damn it.
Mikhail, you jump, and you make it here into the water. As you hit the water, you start flailing around. Make a swim check.
Don't worry, it'll work.
Still survival swim. Oh god. Not the two. Not the two. Okay.
So you hit the water, and you're able to pull yourself up to the surface as the rapids around you are whipping you downstream, but you're not really able to make any forward progress.
Hey,
Hey, you're back.
does anybody remember? Yeah, I'm back, but
Ah!
how do you like get rid of the video but still have sound? Because I think like my internet's being really fucking slow right now and stupid.
Under-
I think getting rid of the video will help a lot.
Go to settings, scroll down to video and voice, and you can say I want to
What if I'm on a Mac?
It's same. It's in the browser.
Yeah.
It's there's a little gear. So on the top of our little right thing where you see the text, there's a couple icons. There's like a music one, some lines, and on the far right's the gear.
Right.
If you
Oh,
click
the
the
gear.
gear,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and go down enough, there
Oh,
should
go
be
down to the
settings you want.
bottom. Voice only.
That's weird.
Okay.
And you could
Oh
try
wait.
receive voice only might help
Yeah.
your thing too.
Yep. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Hopefully that.
And then you
Helps
should
a little
probably
bit.
stop now, letting that porn in the background.
Oh, crap.
It usually
So-
slows it down.
So as Mikhail, you get swept downriver, Gutwad, seeing you kind of floundering in the water, screams out, "Mikhail!" And throwing down his sling, he runs and jumps into the water as well.
No, good one,
All
James.
all like 30 pounds of him.
James, we need more dolphin
Release this
support.
button.
Swim. I'm surprised I don't have that on there. Oops. I'll add that later. Skills.
That's ended the adventures of Gutwad.
No.
So he runs and makes it about midway into the water and splashes down. He as well he's able to swim up to the surface, and you see he's a little bit more controlled, and he starts swimming after you. And with the current, he's able to gain on you a little. The phase spider, watching all this, disappears.
Ah, fuck you, face spider.
Damn it.
So, Mikhail and Gutwater in the water.
Let's throw some ropes at the both of these guys.
Dolphin lung run.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
send,
we got Dolphin Lundgren.
I send Dolphin Lundgren off after Mikhail.
All right, so Dolph Lundgren is able to corral Michael and push both him and Gutwad to the shore. You guys do make it, a little bit down the river, but you guys are all able to regroup and get back to as a group before getting too far down.
Dolphin Lundgren, you're a hero!
Gil just mutters about woods and spiders and grumbles. And shivers.
Gutwad, shivering from the water, is like clinging to you, Mikhail. Are you okay? That was crazy! You almost made it! Even though, Mikhail, you barely made it to the river. For now, the space spider seems to have disappeared.
The bard survives another day.
Alright, so that being the case, should we go ahead and just make camp?
Yeah, I'm game for
How far
that.
into the night are we in?
It's nighttime. You guys are probably 2 hours into the night. At this point,
Alright, let's
setting
go
up
ahead and
camp's
make
going to be a
camp
little
then.
different, or difficult, but you guys can make camp.
We're one group now. We could probably safely press on, as long as we're all by the light.
Yeah?
For whichever.
I mean,
Let's just get out of the damn woods. We know the spider's nearby. We know the spider's following us.
Yeah, so unless we want to set camp and somehow set a trap for it, I don't see...
But it just disappears when things go bad.
Yeah,
Let's
So-
just get the hell out of here.
unless we kill it in one round, I think it's just going to disappear.
alright. Let's go.
All right. So you guys head off into the night. You guys make it about another 3 or 4 hours. The trees start getting a little more thin. Another about hour, and you guys come to just a complete break in the trees. And there's a big empty field ahead. And it seems like the living wood you guys are able to leave behind now.
Whoa! No more wood, no more spider.
You guys get...
Alright, can we... Go ahead.
Right.
Sorry.
Can you see what?
I was going to say, see if we could see the bridge.
You don't see a bridge yet, but up past the field, there's another set of trees that seems to begin the normal forest that you guys are accustomed to. Previously, before, it seemed like there was a buffer between all the other vegetation and the living wood, and it seems like just this little grass expanse to get to there.
Okay.
You guys press on, following the river, make it maybe not another hour into the regular woods, and you do find the high road and a bridge. At this point, it's just turning into day, and you guys are starting to get the dawn to come up, and the blessed light lights your way on the road ahead. You guys are all a little haggard from the long night, but you guys are able to make it back to the high road. Gwen, she's visibly not happy.
You don't like our adventures, Gwen?
This is not the adventure that I thought was going to be my adventure. I'd very much like to go back to Glasser. If you guys could take me, I'd appreciate it, but I understand if I have to make this trip alone.
We will get you home safe.
Tyrael's mom? We could give her a
Well, how
horse.
far out of the way is it?
Glasser's about 2 days out of the way. It'll take a day off the main road to go up to
Balls.
Glasser, and another day to come back down.
It would allow us to rest at an inn, though, before continuing on.
Yeah, but we don't know
In
when.
Glasser?
We had the vision with Tyrael's mother being in pretty bad shape.
It's true.
Great. Do you think we could she accompany us to the capital city and then we'll secure passage for her?
She has absolutely no interest in going to a besieged city. She'll take her chances on the road up to
When
Glasser.
it'll be like the rest of all our adventures, safe, restful, and enjoyable.
You mean like the time you nearly blew up my home?
Precisely. That's the one. Alright, well, I guess this is where we part ways then.
Well, she'll follow you guys as far to the split up to Glasser, but she just wanted to make sure that you guys understood she wasn't going to continue on anymore. So you guys, here, let me bring up the map.
I'm sorry, Quinn, but we will not be able to accompany you to Glasgow. My sincere apologies. We have pressing duties to attend to in Caastigen.
Is anybody good at treating poison? Anybody want to check the venom out?
Yes. Make 6 more fortitude saves.
Oh God.
6 more.
6 more.
Well, actually, after we got you, Tyrael will.
These are terrible rolls.
These are really bad rolls.
Okay, so for all intents and purposes, we'll say you made it back to the group within 2 turns. So
18's not that bad of a.
No, the 18 and the 15 are decent. It's your 8, 5, 9, and 11 that are.
So you take 3 more points of Constitution damage,
Oh.
and Tyrael is going to take the healing pack.
You said 3 more?
Correct. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Just double check. Treat poison.
Alright, so we're right around here.
Okay, so you take you only take 1 point.
More. Okay.
So yeah, you guys made it to the bridge, right there, and it's
Oh.
early morning. Due to Mikhail is on foot, so he'll be your slowest person. Land 12 miles.
I guess we don't have enough horses, do we?
No.
Okay, fine.
Are you riding a horse?
I am.
You could transform into a horse, and I could ride you. Or you could transform into something. I could ride your horse.
Yeah, actually.
Would that be enough to get everyone on a rideable mount?
Tyrael couldn't, but Mikhail is the slowest. He'll be slowing everybody down.
Is it just his normal speed, or is it because he's hurt?
It's his normal speed because of his armor. Your movement speed is 20.
Yeah.
Would that help
you could let-
a lot?
Say what?
Would that
It-
help a lot?
It'll give you an extra 4 miles a day. It probably won't help too much. You You guys travel along the road. There's not really too much of an impact of Mikhail dragging ass. You guys are able to make it to the crossroads. Oop, to the
Again,
crossroads.
if I would get everyone on a rideable mount, I think I would have done it. But
Well, because you're wearing medium armor, right, James?
Yeah. Oh.
I probably am too. Yeah. So I'm probably in the same boat that he is.
Yeah.
Shape,
and
shapeshift into a horse.
how long does shapeshift last? Only a few rounds, I thought.
Oh, it does.
No, it's a few hours.
Oh, yeah, because this is 8 hours of traveling a day.
It would last half the day, I think, if that.
You could no, because Gwen's a gnome. So yeah, you guys make it to the crossroads. Going.
There's no way to shortcut it.
No, there's not. Going up the road, you guys actually come in contact to a lot more people as opposed when we were walking south along the road. It seems like there's a lot of people leaving the direction of Caastigen, trying to get as far away from the war as possible. A couple of people along the road, they don't really have much news, just saying that the city has been locked down completely. The free tribes have completely surrounded the walls. The port is still open, but everyone's trying to get out as fast as possible before the port gets closed. And it's pretty much all you guys can learn from anyone coming up the road. Do you guys want to make camp again tonight?
We should probably rest at some point.
Yeah, we need to meet camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Before the night ends, I'll cast my healing spells. Who's all hurt? Anyone hurt besides Michael?
I think I've been hurt for a long time.
I think we healed you. The only people that are hurt, Gwen, Tyrael, Benefisto, and Mikhail. Oh, Jack, yeah, you're hurt. Because we had, or no, that was you and Ishinda had stayed behind when everybody went down to that city in the Crescent Passage, and you guys tried healing each other over the night, and you gained a little bit back, but mainly Ishinda was the one that was severely burned.
So much friction.
Going in dry.
Going in dry. So if you want to cast your healing spells, who would like to lick the frog? Tyrael offers up. There's Matt and Ishinda haven't really licked the frog too often. Mikhail's done it a couple of times, and Benefisto seems to have regained all of his memories.
Oh, nice.
So if you guys want to roll a D100, whoever gets the highest,
Probably Matt at this point. Well, I thought Matt didn't really.
Yeah, I think it's Jack's turn.
I think I've licked it once, but
Yeah.
I'll roll.
Yeah, I think
I've
everybody
done
else
twice.
has done it at least twice.
Yeah, so go ahead.
All right. I'll lick it.
all right. Roll 3d6 for me, if you could. Oh.
I'll bring some paper out.
All right, so you guys make camp and set up, and Jack, you are decided to be the one to lick the frog tonight, and you guys all get together and put your hands on his shoulders as you lick the toad. As your eyes go dark in the camp light, in the firelight, you see a woman sitting in a room. And she's got a lamp, and there's a large piece of gray cloth that she's got on this desk. And she pours a small vial of this black powder into a mortar, and then she mixes the ingredients with this liquid. And she mixes the ingredients together, and then she spreads this paste across the cloth. And as she does, images and text start to materialize across the cloth. And as the text is materializing, there's this loud crash, and she looks up really panicked, and scanning the images and text real quick, she picks up the cloth, tears off a corner, and pours the rest of the vial onto both scraps. And just as several men burst into the room wearing this red armor, and they all grab her and start dragging her out. And the small scrap of cloth flutters to the floor just as the last of the images and the text disappear from its surface.
Oh, interesting.
As the cloth writing disappears, so does the light from this room, and a new light appears from the side, and this time you're inside of a large, well-lit tent with men of various races, and they all stand around this table with a map on it. And this slender drow points to the map and says, "Each gate is completely sieged, but with the war machines gone, it will be a while before the underfolk can get under the walls." A burly tribal-looking centaur cuts him off. "In the meantime, the Fae are having a hard time keeping up the food supply. And yet Caastigen has their port entirely open, and we see ships docking each day bringing supplies." And this hobgoblin grunts in agreement. "We must block the port somehow, so we can starve them out, or this will be for nothing." And this catfolk pulls out a gray and white feather, and he tosses it onto the table. And the feather flutters down, and it turns into a bird, and it lands lightly on the table. And he turns to everybody and says, "Then call out the corsairs. I imagine the catfolk and ratfolk will not require any payment up front if they are offered a portion of the spoils." And as the little bird kind of hops around on the table, the torchlight all starts to dim inside this tent. And as the light dims, and then it reappears, but this time in glorious sunlight in this great open balcony that overlooks this large quad. And King Kagar walks out onto the balcony atop the halls of knowledge before this great crowd. And he raises his hands, and the excitement and the dim of the crowd kind of grows quiet. And in a loud voice for all to hear, he begins to say, "Great victory has come once again to Ka." But he's kind of cut off, and he kind of goes down to one knee, and he's clutching his chest, and he slumps over the wall, and then his whole body topples and falls into the square and hits the pavement, and blood splatters everywhere. And as the crowd screams, and everybody just runs in panic. And with the screams, the whole vision swirls and disappears, and you guys are back at the campsite.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the king, well, we don't know if that's a future thing
Or
or if
present.
that's already
Or
happened.
something that just
Or if it
happened.
was-
Yeah.
Let's just.
Well,
I think we can assume
By
it's
the way, we should probably.
I think we lost you again, Michael.
We're in.
Nope. Oh, you're there.
Okay.
I saw your lips move, but I didn't hear any sounds.
Oh.
No, you're there, though. You're fine.
The king also referenced a victory, right?
Yeah, so I think that's future. I think them planning to cut off the port is present.
The port is still
Yep.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as we know from people talking who have told us, it's about to be besieged by rat and cat people.
And we
Does
saw.
anyone knows who the corsairs are?
My character will try to remember if he knows anything about that.
Okay. One sec.
In the meantime, Jack, you are healed for 16 points of damage.
Yes.
Michael, you're healed for 11.
11, James?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Mikhail, as you kind of ponder over the Corsairs, you know that your dealings with them in the past, whatever dealings they might have been, you're not entirely sure, but they're a group of pirates that kind of plague the coasts of Sindara. The majority of the Corsairs, they're cat folk and rat folk that seem to have been kind of cast out from the majority of society, and they've kind of fallen into this pirating ways. You're not entirely sure where they come from, but for the most part, they're just in it for themselves. Every now and then, their services can be bought by some less than savory people.
Okay. We saw somebody hire assassins earlier on, and we knew that there's a target. So I think we have good reason to think that the king is the target.
It might be the king.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Jack,
deduction.
make a perception
Like you're
check.
probably...
Who is that?
Jack?
I heal myself for 6.
Nice.
What's everyone's life like?
I'm at
I'm at full
30.
health.
Jack's
I'm at now-
halfway.
My character's now at 30 of 31, but he's got constitution damage, so
Yeah, I can't heal that.
yeah.
But Jack just got healed for 16, right?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where to do it. There we go.
So, Jack, in the vision, you recognize the woman as Scarlet and the room that you had been in
Yeah.
previously. However, one of the things that you did notice was the powder that she was pouring on the cloth was looked like gunpowder, just plain gunpowder. The liquid she mixed it with, you're not entirely sure. It was a kind of a clearish liquid that maybe a little white tinge to it. Maybe with some research you might be able to find out what it is.
Yeah, interesting. Did anyone recognize a liquid like that? Probably not.
Give me a sec.
And the last learning spot.
Holy crap, Mikhail! Wow! You got some epic rolls here, bud. So you actually, Mikhail, haven't seen this go down. Let me find it real quick, make sure I'm doing it right.
What are you rolling for, Michael?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Nice.
Yes. So Kyle kind of thinks it over and turns to you, Jack, and says that's beholder tears.
Trust me.
It's so specific.
It could be
Looks
tears.
like cloudy tap water to me.
Well, because of maybe the magical swirl in it or something, but it was kind of either beholder tears or saliva. Either one has similar properties of being able to reveal or hide things. So maybe it had something to do with being able to hide the text.
Because they eye things and I see.
Big eye, little eyes everywhere.
So now I just need to get some beholder tears. Those are easy to get, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Beholder saliva has the same properties as Mikhail knows.
Just as easy.
Either their tears or saliva. Pretty.
Well, I'll look for it in Caastigen, actually. Maybe they sell it. I still have that scrap of gray cloth.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
The rest of the night passes unmolestedly, unless there's anything you guys want to do. Tyrael will kind of tend after your wounds, Mikhail, as for the Constitution damage.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, nice. So you regain twice the normal rate of ability damage, which is 2 points. So you'll gain 2 points for sleeping through the night.
Nice.
And
I'm at-
nobody is fatigued anymore from sleeping through the night.
Yay!
Nice.
So you guys all get back on the road. You guys head north, maybe another hour, and Gwen says her goodbyes. Thanks you for getting her this far safely, and wishes you all the best. And all right. So you guys head further up the road, pretty similar to what the previous day was. Lots of... Oh, we lost Ishinda.
Oh.
I've got a text from him. So you don't really experience anything else on the road like you guys had last time. It seems like maybe the majority of the free tribes had all converged on Caastigen by now. And as you get further north, you start seeing less and less people. Oh, we lost Mikhail too. Is Mikhail still there?
Michael?
Can you hear us?
What happened to Andy?
We don't know. All right. While he's doing that, since we're waiting on Ashinda, so you guys have another chance to lick the frog. Do you want to do it, Matt, or roll, or pass it off to Mikhail?
Let's do Mikhail. We did instead of doing me twice
Okay.
in a row.
Oh, there we go.
Cool. Sorry about that.
All right, Mike. So you're going to be the next person to get the frog. You guys
Cool.
make it north. No real issues.
Anyone hurt before we rest for the night?
I don't
I
think
have-
so.
Yeah. Not really.
So
Anyone
Mikhail, if you want to
has
roll.
all my spells to heal everyone.
Okay.
I have 4 cure lights and 1 cure moderate.
For all intents and purposes, let's just go ahead and put everyone at full health. And Mikhail, don't worry about your ability damage because we're going to make it to Caastigen. So,
Cool.
but go ahead and roll 3d6.
Oh. For the toad.
Yes.
Awesome. 3d6.
I need to open this window because it's sweltering in here. The joys of Texas.
Oh.
Yes.
Soon to be over.
Misty is not excited about leaving the warmth, but I can't wait to actually enjoy cooler weather, especially in the summer. Sweet Jesus.
I imagine.
All right, Mikhail. So you guys all lick the frog again, or you lick the frog again, and everybody through Mikhail's eyes, you see this tribe of orcs, and they're all running through a town, and they're just killing everything in their path. As they're working their way through the streets, they come around a corner, and they're faced with a large platoon of soldiers who are well organized and visibly disciplined, And as they all come around the corner, they all kind of like step forward and lower their spears. And the orcs don't even have a chance to react before the platoon just charges forward in one cohesive strike and killing everything that moves with barely a retaliation. As this slaughter just unfolds before you, the blood kind of dims the vision, and you're pulled away from this slaughter. And as your vision kind of clears, you see this great emperor, and he's sitting atop a throne. And I'm gonna save that one actually. You hear this woman, and she's wearing this gleaming set of red armor that you guys recognize from Jack's vision that he just had. And she enters this dimly lit study with a balding man sitting and reading by candlelight. The man looks up and asks somewhat grumpily, "What do I owe this intrusion?" And the woman apologizes and replies, I'm sorry, Master Adherent. The scouting party's returned. They say they've found an Illuminous base, or possibly their headquarters." The man ponders for a minute. "Assemble the followers. We must mount an assault immediately. Their corruption of Tekka must be put to an end." Whoa.
Interesting.
Sorry, I just deleted all of my notes in one swoop. And with any luck, we'll find the Illuminous Grimoire. And as he says that, the candlelight dims, and you guys are pulled back out. And this time, you actually see each of you guys, but not from your own heads. You're kind of withdrawn, looking over the group as a whole. And each of you are sitting atop various mounts. And Ashinda, he guides his mount forward and trots by each person. "A whole city depends on us now to succeed. Failure of the past be forgot. For now is the time we must not falter. Honor and glory await!" And he raises his hands, and as he does, this kind of like cacophony of voices rise up behind you, and Mikhail shouts, "To glory! Our tale will be sung for 1,000 years!" And Benefisto straddling Dwayne, his menacing club all spiked and twitching with anticipation. And even Jack has his gaze fixated ahead, and he cocks his rifle and some smaller gun that he has tucked into his belt. Ashinda turns and spurs his mount forward hard, and as all the heroes, they break forward towards this vast army that stretches beyond the sight in both directions. This great roar erupts as an equally immense army surges forward from behind you and starts moving towards the opposing army. And the thunder of hooves and feet just echo in your head as the campsite is brought back into view.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Huh.
That last one was clearly present.
Could have been past, too. We don't know, though.
Clearly past, actually. Let me correct myself.
Yeah, much. Did I recognize the orcs that were throwing themselves into the organized soldiers as people of my type, or was that like the ones that we've seen throw themselves Caastigen?
Hold on, sorry, I'm writing something to you.
Oh no! Oh, gotcha. Pardon.
So everybody else, what you do recognize from the orcs that were slaughtered, you recognize this symbol. Where you at? Did everybody get that? Did everybody get that?
Yep.
No?
Where would we have gotten that?
Right in the middle of the screen.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
Oh.
There we go.
There it goes.
So this was tattooed on just about every single one of the orcs.
Huh.
That's cool.
Interesting. Have we seen that before?
I don't think so.
No. So unless there's anything else that you guys want to talk about or do, the rest of the night passes without incident.
Yeah. Kale asked Jack if he knows anything about the Luminari, or the Luminari Grimoire.
The Illuminus.
Luminous.
Illuminati.
The Illuminati. I was going to actually open this up for discussion to see if this was in anyone else's knowledge base. But my knowledge of the Illuminus is that they are in something like a cult that is seeking the technology of ancient Tekka, which is the Ancients Tekka, which is where the guns come from. And there are two factions, my understanding, two factions, the Luminous and the Acolytes, and both are searching to vie and keep these secrets, and to keep guardians of these secrets. Scarlet had joined the Illuminus for a while, thinking they were a benevolent group, but found it full of power-hungry, ambitious people who just wanted to possess the technology. I've never heard of the Illuminus Grimoire.
Just as an out-of-character thing, Kale recognized the orcs among his tribe, but isn't saying anything because he's not sure what other people will think. So that's what my character knows, but yeah, sort of thing.
Say that one more time.
So my character recognized the orcs as among his tribe, but he's staying quiet for now because he knows he's not quite sure what your guys' thoughts on orcs or him being among them is, or the significance of the vision. So you guys know that he knows, but
we don't know that he knows.
Yeah, you don't know that he knows, but you know that there's that information.
Interesting. Cool. Oh, and then also the characters with the red armor were acolytes, members of this other cult.
Which one did you belong to?
I never belonged to any. It is the one true way, James.
I don't buy it.
Just tithe 95%.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah,
You just need to find two other members to join.
You'll get a share of their tithing.
And then when they get two other members, you will get a share of their tithing.
And what was the third vision?
We had the orcs, we had the emperor, and then we had the us, and the army.
Yes, that's right.
Sorry, the Emperor I was trying to save for Andy when he gets back.
Oh, sorry.
He texted us and he's having problems with his internet. So
Got it.
So yeah, it was just the acolyte lady and guy.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Cool. Just the acolyte.
Do you guys, anything else you guys want to share?
Uh-huh.
I think Andy texted our mom, first of all, in that group text, and got James's number wrong, so is texting 961-320-5358.
96. Who's
I
961?
don't know.
He's getting some weird text.
I've actually got the number down for you. Oh yeah, he texted Michelle. And yeah, I don't know what. That's weird. Maybe he met Michael and auto-corrected Michelle.
Oh, that's possible.
Okay, so if there's anything else you guys don't want to share or need to, the night passes. You guys are able to make it further up north to the road, and you guys cut back. What is that? West towards the coast, where you guys had left the boat. You guys pull up to the boat just kind of towards dusk. You could press into Caastigen, but the boat's not big enough for the horses and the whole party. So it will most likely need to be done in either a couple of trips or maybe send somebody back to pick it up. Got what?
Let's do that.
So you guys want to continue into Caastigen or make camp?
Let's make it into Caastigen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have time pressing issues that we probably shouldn't wait. Who knows how much longer that port's actually going to be open?
Yeah, good point.
I mean, it'll be open long enough for Gutwad to get us the horses and everything. Obviously, Gutwad. No, have no fear.
Totally safe.
Totally safe.
Totally safe.
Bye-bye.
Bring them the horses if they get any problems.
So you guys got it to the coast. You guys are gonna pack it all the way to Caastigen. You guys row the boat for it takes about 3 or 4 hours. You're well into night by the time you make it to the docks. But when you do, it seems like the docks are pretty subdued at this point. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on. As you guys approach, though, there's some guards that shout, halt, who goes there?
Carol and companions, go there. We have good tidings to bring to Lord Kagar.
We probably should have spent one of the nights discussing exactly what we were going to do when we got back to Caastigen.
What were our options?
We kind of have the whole rescue Tyrion's mother plan and how we were going to navigate that. Probably should have figured that out before flying from the seat of our pants. But it's too late now, so
Just kill them all.
go ahead and see what happens.
So the guard, kind of confused at hearing Orc kind of talk back. Approach, but you're under guard.
Kind of oblivious, Kel approaches good-heartedly.
All right, so you guys make it to the docks, and it's, like I said, it's pretty subdued. The guards ask what your business in Caastigen is, and why you're coming in at the cover of darkness.
Should we tell him about the artifact?
We tell them we were on a mission from the king. We bring back news for the king's ears only.
Yeah.
But
So-
like I said,
What Jack said.
like Jack said.
If it's the king you seek, then the king you shall see. And he points to a couple of guards and has them follow you guys. He says, the king will not be holding court right now. You can find room and board at either the Bearhead up towards the west gate, or you could try and stay here in the Grey Quarter, but I wouldn't recommend it. High Guard, they won't accept you. You're a little too gruff. My guards here will watch over you through the night, make sure you don't do anything unbekempt of the city.
So, boarheads or gray quarter? We'd find Hepshard's baby and kill it.
What?
James slays evil. Chris can only spawn
Evil spawn.
Take a guess at how many babies Hepshard probably has in the Great Quarter.
Many teeth for your club, James. You
Probably most
Sweet Jesus.
Luther's hungry. I say the boar's head.
Yeah, and then we also.
want to ask them why they say don't stay in the Great Quarter.
I think it's because it's a like thievy area, low class places.
Yeah, it's the underclass. It's just off the dock, so most of the dock hands sleep and live there, and it's
Fair enough.
at night. It's not a place you want to be.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like because it was under siege or something like that.
1 sec, bathroom break.
Yeah,
it's
me
a-
too.
Yeah,
Like a,
We go to the
the bear's head.
the Bear's Head.
All right, I'm gonna hit the head as well, and get another beer.
I'm gonna watch some football.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. And everyone took their chance for a break. Yeah, but we probably should have discussed how we were going to actually free Teriel's mother.
We could do that now.
When we're at the end.
Well, I mean, the other way into town was go through the siege. So
No, I meant one of the nights we were sitting there before we took off. We
Oh,
should have
yeah.
discussed what our actual plan was once we got there.
yeah. We'll just enact that plan we discussed way back then.
Yeah.
You remember the one where fill in the blank.
The one where we were all natural 20 and everything goes right.
Yes, yes.
That plan.
That's a pretty awesome plan.
Yeah. So let's see. We've got the trident. We could try.
We have a piece of the trident.
That's true, but we could try to persuade the king to let her go for the piece of the trident with promise of
Giving you the pieces for
Yeah.
him.
We also have news that I don't know if we want to tell him this, that he's going to be killed, and we
Yeah, what are we
probably
gonna-
should let Kel tell him this, because he'll do it very directly. The orc going up to the king and going like, "You're going to die."
Yeah.
That idea.
And what else to... What do we tell him about the visions that we had? If we do tell him that his life is that...
We have
We've learned the trident from someone we captured, that his life was... An assassination attempt was going to be made on his life.
Oh, maybe that would
We
work.
can't prove we didn't capture someone. We say we killed them.
Yeah.
And we don't have to get into this whole, well, we licked this frog and...
Yeah, we should get our backstory straight. That's an
And
idea.
I guess the only other thing, which is kind of a side thing, but my character won't be too happy to learn that he's holding Fey creatures captive.
Oh, yeah.
So he will be rather insistent that not only is Tyrell's mother free, but all of them are.
Ah, okay.
If it's Tyrell's mother first and the others after we get the other trident piece, I'm sure my character will accept that. But there will be no... there will be no kind of, oh no, we got to keep them. No, they will be free.
Okay. Any word from Andy? I mean, it should
No, I'm just texting him right now.
He reset his router. Does he have all the lights? Wow.
So let's see. So I guess we do give him the trident. That does mean, well, we don't need to give him the whole trident. It could be good, but he's
Well, the other choice is give Nubius the trident, right?
or figure out our own choice.
Or we use the trident.
Yeah, or just destroy. Well, the trident's kind of a good item, so I don't think we should destroy the artifact. But we should be careful with putting it together.
Yeah. We have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Maybe we can give him the first piece and then...
Yeah, the only thing that delays us is we'd either have to get it back for him. It could fall in the wrong hands, but we just have to make sure you get another piece, and we're safe from having a bad trident.
So... Oh no, who's ever trying to assassinate him might be trying to get the trident.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, crazy thought here. What if we give him the piece of trident, don't tell him about the assassination attempt, he dies, and then we can get that other piece of trident back.
God. If we were an evil party, yes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And all of our alignments would have to switch to evil at that point. And I'm pretty sure Shinda will probably blurt out that his life is... There's an assassination attempt on his life. And I guess knowing Ashinda, he probably won't go with us lying, say we captured some guy.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk to Ashinda first before we got the plan.
It's true. Or we just go with the plan when he's not here and can't refute it.
That's true.
That's why you always have to come to the sessions. Otherwise your character does not get a say.
I guess the alternate thing would be to try to sneak out, and we might even think about it anyways if the king refuses, how to get Tyrael's mother out of there.
Try to sneak her out?
Yeah, wait, what's the deal with Tyrael's mother again?
I think she and other Fae are being held captive here. I don't know if it's Fae or magical creatures, but she and some griffins are being locked up on suspicion and aren't doing too well.
Being held captive by the king for some reason.
Yeah. And the thought is we could maybe trade a piece of the trident to let them free. Or, like, hey, we've got you this trident, and if you want to do us a favor, you could let her free versus trade it.
It's true. We could go that route. But
yeah. But I guess the other things that we're dealing with right now is that one, James' character is kind of upset that they're holding wild creatures captive. There's how to break the news that he's being assassinated and how to not look like weirdos doing it. And there's how involved with that is, like, if we lie to him and don't tell him about the frog, can we do that without Shinda going honor on us?
As a general knowledge, magic is very prevalent in Sindara, so I wouldn't. Tyrael especially doesn't think that anybody would balk at the idea of someone seeing something from the future. And so, however you maybe word that, it might not. It would most likely be believed.
Oh, okay.
probably shouldn't say we licked a frog and held hands in a circle.
How we came across such knowledge is not important.
But we saw a vision.
Can we just get him to release all the Fae?
That's what would be ideal.
But it's more of discussing how we were going to approach getting him to do that, especially when we don't know why he's holding the Fae. Other than what we've seen from the visions, it seems like they're being held captive and not taken care of.
You guys, we could give Kale some gold, and he could attempt to gather information about why the Fae are being held.
That's a good idea. I wonder if we could say that the Fae could be used, that we have a plan to use the Fae to block the blockade.
Oh, that could work.
And tell them that we think there's going to be... I have no such plan, nor do I. But
we're going with it.
This is like a theory.
We could probably transfer them to the Gnome Town too, and reason with him in the effects. If they are dangerous, if that's the reason you're holding them, then getting them out of the city is probably the better idea.
Better idea.
My one memory of this king is that he was, people correct my impressions, he was like 75% of the way toward being a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, should be a good guy, but then you learn the dirty little secrets.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Obama wasn't born in America. That kind of thing. No.
Hello, NSA.
Those kind of things. Right.
Wow. Okay,
in fact,
so
Caastigen is probably just Donald Trump, and the Fae are just Muslims that he's, he's interned.
Okay, so keeping us on track, the guards, they follow/escort you guys to the Bearhead Inn. You guys make kind of past the Grey Quarter and head up to Low Guard. And as you guys approach the Bearhead Inn, you guys can kind of hear, it seems like there's even this, you're not sure if it's really, really late or getting to be really, really early. But there's still music playing from the inside. As you guys get inside, there's still quite a few people inside. There's a minstrel, the lower level, there's a bunch of tables in the bar off to the right, and then there's an upper level where there's a balcony and there's a bard kind of playing over the crowd. Kind of a subdued tune for as late as it is, it seems.
Challenge me, Michael. Yeah.
As you guys enter, the cadence of the inn doesn't really change. You guys kind of hear some people talking off on one of the tables, how they're just flabbergasted and amazed and so thankful that there were two giants that almost broke through the wall the previous day, and any more giants and they would have broken through the wall. But the enclave of gray mages was able to kill them before making it to the wall. And you hear hushed whispers about people trying to decide on whether or not they're going to stay in Caastigen as the city is hunkering down for a long siege, or if people are planning on vacating the city while they can. As you guys approach the barkeep, Ashton, he kind of raises his hands and his big burly chest is, welcome, come in. Do you need a room? Do you need ale? Do you need food? Please sit.
All of the above.
He has one of the wenches find you guys a table and brings you guys some food and beer, and he actually sits down at the table with you guys. What hails you? What brings you to Caastigen? These are troubled times, and I would have recognized your faces. Have you been in here before? I think you have. Wait, no, it's coming to me. You guys were in here a week or two ago. This strange Nihon man, he was the one that was naked in my cellar.
What was that?
I think that's how Andy joined the group, right?
Yep.
What brings you back to Caastigen? I heard you all left.
I'm gonna try it. Can I tell if he's being genuine or not, or if he's trying to be sneaky?
Sure, make a sense motive.
Okay. Here we go.
So the Ashton, he appears pretty jovial and pretty straightforward. You don't really sense any nefarious intentions behind his questioning.
So, in that case, Kel says, "We have good news for King. Mission was very successful. Hope for Caastigen. Hope for Caastigen."
Hope for Caastigen, you say? Whatever hope it is, I pray the king is able to use it. We definitely could use any help in these troubled times. Do you guys need a room for the night? It's pretty late.
Yes, we need room. And
All right.
ale. And food for Big Bear Dude.
He kind of scratches his head. Well, I have 4 rooms. I don't know what I can do for a bear. Tyrael just kind of waves him off and says that he can take care of him at the scouts. He's got some hay or something that he could feed him, maybe. Well, if a bear eats hay. So the Ashton, he kind of sits with you guys for a while. He's really talkative and friendly. Kind of fills you in on what's been going on in the city. That the free tribes had really just completely surrounded the city, and there's no way out beside the harbor for now. And people are really afraid of being blockaded in completely. So many people from the town are leaving, but at the same time, there's a lot of ships coming in bringing supplies and food and weapons and even additional men from some garrisons further out.
As a side note, we should definitely tell the king from our vision that we think they're going to try and hire that troop to cut off the docks.
Yeah. I don't know if Ashton needs to know.
No.
Yeah.
Ashton doesn't need to know that. But
So, Kel's going to ask Ashton, I hear rumor that they holding griffins and elves and things. Do you know why?
Griffins and elves, and I don't know anything about that. A lot of people I know get imprisoned down in the quarry to work in the mines, but a griffin, I don't know what need they'd have for a griffin in a mine. As he kind of looks around the table, he's kind of sizing you up, Benefisto, and he kind of says, "You're Benefisto, aren't you? You're a druid. Someone was looking for you a few days ago. And he wasn't really interested in providing anything for the information. But you look like the kind of person that would pay for the silence. And I told him if he wasn't willing to put it up for it, that he'd have to find the information somewhere else." You can kind of tell that he's expecting a little something.
I'll hand him.
Give him a crap in the pants. I've got something for you.
No, I don't do that. I'll slip him 20 gold pieces and ask him, what did this man look like that was looking for me?
So 20 gold pieces is like 6 months worth of wages for a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
So a better bribe would probably be 2 gold pieces. That's a pretty significant. That's like a week's worth wage for most people. Just so you're not spending
I'll slip him 2 gold pieces then. I wasn't sure what the rate was.
Yeah, no, and that's why I was saying. I'm trying to watch out for you guys. So as you slide a couple of gold across the table, he leans back and kind of grabs the gold, and you see him really deftly put it in his pocket. He kind of looks around and he says, "Well, it was this green-skinned man. He gave me the creeps. I didn't really want to give him any information in the first place, but he was really interested in druids, and for some reason he knew about you. I've seen him before. From what I know, his name is Valix. And he's been in company with Lord Nagakuda. That's a dangerous character."
Who's Lord Narakuda?
I don't think the first time we've heard this name.
Oh, okay.
Lord Nagakuda, he's the king's right-hand man. He's the advisor to the king. If you've got the advisor, if the advisor's looking for you, or it's just this man, I'm not sure, but these are some high-powered people. Watch your back.
He looks threatening.
Valix, yeah, he's a ranger type. He seemed pretty woodsy. Carried two short swords.
Chodes, you could call them.
Chodes?
Like a character named Phalix who looks really woodsy.
Valix with a V? but Phalix.
James is writing it down.
But it sounded like other.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty legit.
V is in Victor.
Yeah. His name was Penis.
One-eyed monster.
That's beating around the bush. Yeah, his name was just Cock and Balls.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing subtle. His name was Asshole. Okay, interesting.
Sure, this Alex character was with Lord Nagakuda.
Say that again?
I asked, you sure this Alex character was with Lord Nagakuda? The advisor.
I'd say that he works for him. They've been seen together, and I'd say that Valix is working for Nagakuda in some fashion.
What people think of advisor? Common people.
Nagakuda. Nagakuda's not a man that many people see, let alone hear about. He seems to be kind of that quiet power behind the throne. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check. Dang, Mikhail.
What I'm good at.
Nice.
So you can kind of tell he scratches his head for a second and thinks, all right, you look like trustworthy adventurers. As far as I know of Lord Nagakuda, this guy, he's got an aide named Merrick, and he's seen frequently down at the docks. I'm not entirely sure what he does, but I don't know many people that like this Merrick fella. As for King Kagar and being the head counselor, Nagakuda came out of nowhere. Kind of seemed to become very wealthy from this war, and he's rumored to be the real decision maker. I don't know how much power Kagar has. Kagar has really been the figurehead for a long time. I don't know what decisions he makes anymore, but it seems like Nagakuda seems to be the one that runs things now. No one knows his lineage, how he became a lord, they say, but he seemed to come out of nowhere and be really powerful. Like I said, he's a character to beware of.
Interesting.
Yeah, we might not want to shout out at the king's court that he's somebody's planning to assassinate you. Because if it's the Nagakuta guy, we
Yeah,
tip
but-
the hand.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get a private audience with the king without.
Yeah, and whispering into his ear, "Someone's trying to poison you." It's a bad idea.
Assassinate you.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be Nagakuta.
Yeah.
No, but I don't like this.
Yeah, we know very little about him. I wonder if he's behind the imprisonments. I do think it's probably worth you looking around.
Yeah. He probably is, given that if he's talking to the greenskin folk, those are the people who more than likely killed my mentor and forced my mentor out and caused me to go on my rampage. Or at least related.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if Nagakuta is really the one that wants the trident.
I think
Oh.
he is.
Tyrael,
What do we do
having
about
listened to all of
Tyrael's?
this, he tells you guys, when I brought this information, I brought it to King Kagar himself. I haven't actually seen this Nagakuta. Being in the scouts, I've heard his name. I don't know who he is, but Kagar was the one that I brought this information to. If he was the one that made the decision to search for it, I can't say.
Interesting. Do you think the king wants the trident enough that he would bargain for it?
Or would he be grateful enough to let them go if we just gave it to him? Because I guess the thing about bargaining, it makes us very mercenary, whereas...
I think I see what you're saying
Yeah.
there. I think though, what if we wanted to pull off a bargaining, it would be saying that a third party has the trident and would be willing to bargain, and we're currently serving as intermediaries, rather than saying he's bargaining with us. I almost wonder if we could say it's if they're looking for Benefisto and we're worried about them taking Benefisto, to say that they will release, that Benefisto doesn't go with us, and say they will release the trident, peace, and Benefisto in exchange for the release of the Fae, and see how the king reacts.
We could play a Star Wars Episode 3 and have a bounty hunter bring in Benefisto.
Although we don't yet know if that's why they were looking for him. That's awesome. James, step into this block. We're going to freeze you.
I think the only problem with that is I'm pretty sure, well, Jack could do it. The king hasn't seen Jack.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Jack, the
So
bounty hunter.
So if we do this, if we go with Matt's idea, I think Matt and I both stay back.
Yeah.
So that Matt could act as the bounty hunter, or Matt goes with as the bounty hunter saying, hey, or some way, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. We could also go look for this Merrick guy who's down by the docks
Go kill him.
Get some information out of him.
Yeah.
and do the world a favor, apparently. No one likes him anyway.
Yeah, that works. I guess the only thing is, will Ashinda go for it? Ashinda could watch.
Maybe I'll distract Ashinda. Let's go drinking, buddy. Kinda. Let's go drinking on the town. You can teach me how to pronounce your name.
Doubtful.
China.
Okay,
Did you?
so what's our plan for the evening? Do we sleep, then go find Merrick, or do we head out at night, find Merrick, and then try to meet Kagar the next day?
I think we should find more information.
Also, to be fair, we do have those guards that are watching.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a bad idea. I can go invisible.
So if we just all of a sudden leave for the night,
Oh, the
and-
guards are there.
At least I assume the guards followed us to the end or are probably nearby. Dan, is that?
They left you at the door. You don't know if they're still outside or not. You can check.
Hey guys, you still out here?
Okay, what's up?
Hello. Smoke break.
Smoke break.
Michael, I think that you should try to gather a little bit of local information. I can. Jack can too.
Their character. I think that should be our focus.
What,
I don't
Yeah.
think some of these local people will know much about Lord Nagakuta or Valix.
Okay. My characters should gather information about Merrick from the inn, I suppose, or
So, like I said, it's pretty late. The
Oh.
inn's, it's not super busy, but it's by no means full. There's only a handful of people that are still awake.
have you seen Merrick? Have you seen Merrick?
I mean, I guess let's go with the immediate plan of action. Do we go see the king tomorrow? Because we do have those visions, so we don't know when they're.
Yeah, we should probably do that. And then, let's do the king and see how that turns out, because then we can figure out Tyrael and Merrick after that.
So we're not exactly sure how we will. I mean, we still got to decide though. If we return to him and say, "Hey, we have the trident," like, do we go with the plan to say there's a third party who's willing to give the piece of the trident, or do we say we have the trident piece?
If we hold you and I back, Benefisto and Jack, then Kyle and Tyrael and Ashinda can go tell about the visions and say another part of the party is arriving tonight or tomorrow with the trident.
But the guards already saw us, so they know
That's
that. Yeah.
true. Although I don't know if that information would make its way up to the
That's
king.
true. It's just a risk.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's possible to say, well, it doesn't even necessarily have to be us. We can just say there's another group. It's
Got
not that,
what? Got what? That's the trade.
it's not that they know that we have the trident.
They just know that we're here.
So the people that
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the king can just say there's another, group or part of our party is coming with the actual trident piece. And then if it looks, then we can make the decision, do we bring it to him and present it, or do we claim that group got waylaid or something?
Okay.
I don't know.
It is tough since we all entered.
I feel like we just need to have some more information about the dynamic between Lord Nagakuta and the king. Like, are we really negotiating with the king or with Lord Nagakuta? Or Merrick?
Probably not. Merrick works on the docks. He's probably.
Yeah, I guess he's an informant, or I think he's a sergeant or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, for Lord
Be my guess.
Nagakuta. So it's possible Merrick saw us down there and is already reporting that we're back.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I think those were all great ideas that we had, but I think we've gone too far, so to speak. So I think we just go forward with the original plan, rather than saying I'm being captured and someone has me as a bounty.
Yeah.
We
No,
just go with like.
we're not going to cut that part. We're just going to freeze you, and in case we need to.
Great. We're gonna find a big worm.
Big worm.
Okay. So
But we still, because let's also remember, even if we give him the one piece of the trident, we still have the two other pieces to get, unless he already has two pieces,
Right.
which I don't think has happened.
I mean, do we even want this guy to have the trident?
we don't know who we want to have the trident. So as long as we have a couple pieces, nobody has it.
What did the visions about the trident? Do they suggest who the intended or best beneficiary would be?
The writings that were surrounding the trident were celestial, so it was put for safekeeping too. We know. So if the Celestials don't want anybody to have it, it's questionable that.
Probably an item of huge power that no human should actually have.
Yeah, there's that option, or it's meant for a special group or something like that.
Right.
And you'd think the Celestials would give a sign.
Suppose we could give it to Lord Nubius. But I think
We could.
Okay, well, if we're gonna go in with the trident and be willing to negotiate it, I don't really think we can negotiate if it seems like they could just capture us and take the trident.
Okay. So we should go with the if you're gratitude. Let's get Tyrael. Bargaining
I think the
strategy.
fallback of breaking her out.
Yeah.
And breaking Merrick and finding out. I mean, either way, we're going to investigate who this Merrick is and learn more about Lord Nagakuda.
Yeah.
But I don't think these are things that we can solve
Yeah.
before we see the
Yeah.
king tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is stuff that we need to know more about, and it's great that it's on our radar, and we need to figure it out. But it's not like we can solve this before we have to get piece one of the trident. Let
Yeah.
alone the city is still under siege.
Yeah.
The docks are still the port is in
Yeah.
danger of being shut off.
And we might be able to investigate more easily if they don't know that we're onto them. So if we just go ahead, la di da, we're these adventurers, we found the trident for you, sort of thing. It gives us a little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good point.
Tyrael, one thing that he mentions, he's like, when I got the original, I didn't even get the location of the original piece that we just got. I got an inkling of where it might be, and I had to take the information to the Enclave of Grey Mages, and they helped me research where its location might have been. So I have no way of knowing where the next piece might be. If we're gonna find another shard, it's gonna be outside of this group to determine.
Huh.
What are the chances that he already has two pieces of the shard?
Let's find out.
Tyrael, says, "Hey, I brought the information to Kegar, and as far as I understand, there was no search for the trident before I gave them that information. I'm not 100% sure, but that's as best as I know."
So it's safe to assume he doesn't have the other two pieces. However, us finding the other two pieces sounds rather...
I'm going to be really sad if we give it to him and then he's like, great, guys, let me make this speech. Caastigen, victory!
We've had
Aw,
a great
shit.
victory.
And then Tyrael is on the execution block for returning it. Oh, that's right. That's a vision that we need to be careful about. Where should we put Tyrael during this? Because he was definitely being executed in Caastigen, one of the visions.
I very much need to confront the king to hopefully ask for my mother's release, for one, for retrieving the trident, and maybe try and convince him of my innocence. If there is something, I'm not going to hide, but I'm not exactly thrilled to go into the king's hall and face him.
Yeah.
So let's save the game. And then we go and try it and see what happens. Then we can load back to this point.
Quick save.
Right? That's how this works, right?
It's nice that it's not like that, though, because then you have these probably boring.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what Dan thinks of these discussions of us.
I
like,
love it.
What if we make this move? Then they might make this move, but we do this
No.
one.
Trust me, it's fantastic. The time that I spend on this adventure.
Set up was that we'd go return the trident and we'd get clues to the next one. And he's going like, "You fucking guys, go to the king. This isn't difficult. This isn't rocket science."
Well,
No,
he dropped some pretty good clues about
Yeah.
that it'll be more complicated than more complex anyway. And if you're being looked for too,
Yeah. With Michael's last comment, though, I didn't think of it until now that it is possible that if we give him the piece of the trident, he's going to go out and make the speech.
Well, let's find out.
But if that's the case, though, then that means he would already have been poisoned.
Yeah.
Potentially, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
So with that said, I'm leaning more towards saying that our secondary party is bringing the piece of the trident. That we definitely have it, but we had to leave it, or another party member is bringing it with us, just because I don't want to...
Hepshard.
Godwad's not going to be able to talk himself. Think of Godwad!
Hepshard.
Hepshard has.
We left it in Glasser for safekeeping.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do.
I don't know if we want to hand it over to him, because what if...
Yeah, but Tyrael's mother.
I think we can tell him that we have it, but not physically surrender it. Like, see what he does if we tell him that we have it.
Okay. Well, if
All we
everybody
do is
agrees.
surrender it and see where the pieces lie. But I have a bad feeling about this. If that happens, he is going to go make that speech. He's going to die, and then we're going to have to rescue Tyrael somehow from the chopping block.
But why would it be a great victory if we recovered just one piece?
If he had the other two. Then they would have had the trident, and there's a great victory because they have the trident, and he dies, and then that makes, and if Tyrael confronted him in that thing, that would be a reason why we would have seen Tyrael on the chopping block.
And then Lord Nagatina would probably run his power and take over as king.
So Tyrael wants to go into court.
But we definitely do need to free Tyrael's mother and the other Fey creatures.
Yeah.
We will start with freeing Tyrael's mother and see what other... Hopefully, again, I think I still think the best idea is to be like, now that we've returned you one piece of the trident, it would be great honor, and it would be great if you could do us this favor of releasing the Fey creatures that you have, which we can explain how we know about from the visions.
Yeah. So we're gonna do we left it in Caastigen. Not Caastigen. We left it in Caastigen. We left it in with the party in G-Town.
We left it. Yeah, we could say we left it there, although he might besiege the city. But we can say we left it there with our party members who were too injured from the journey, from the trials of getting it, to make the journey back with us.
And we didn't trust it on the road.
We didn't trust it on the road when we weren't in full strength, but we did trust it in a town fully guarded.
Okay. That might be our best option. I don't know if it's going to help. Well, and if that doesn't work, we could try to break Tyrael's mother out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or maybe not say. I guess how many days would that take for it to then arrive? Theoretically, if we were to go with that,
2 days, 3 days.
2 days trip on horseback.
Can we make up a story?
We had a courier or something like that.
One of the heroes is going to town gate the Caastigen.
Town gate.
We can make up a story that there's, even if it's not a couple days, that they're preparing a spell to transport it.
Okay, we might want to keep it simple because otherwise, I don't know. I worry about complex lies.
Yeah. It falls apart in questioning.
That's true. I guess at this point we could probably sit here for hours deciding what we want to do, coming up with very different plans. But I think the two ideas are, one, I guess we go with the path. One's the honest path. We say, hey, here's the piece of the trident. Now it'd be great if you could do us a favor for a show of goodwill and release the fey creatures that we saw from the vision.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say that's what Kel is going to advocate because that's in his character nature.
That is also true. If we take into account who our characters, we actually role play it.
Yeah. Well, luckily you and Jack are more suspicious.
Yeah, Jack would just want to make sure that we have leverage, that we not put all our cards down.
Okay.
That would be my character.
So Kel's going to defer to Jack. Would Benefice to step in either way?
The fey creatures must be released and freed.
Okay, cool. So that
I do not care. If I storm the gates myself to free them, that is what I will do.
yeah. So we know what our characters are going to do.
And Tyrael's very adamant about his only chip is wanting to free his mother. One thing that Ashton, the barkeep or the bar owner, mentions before he had left was, to rejoice that even in the midst of the war, the armies have captured numerous orcs and are being held in the quarry as well.
Let my people free.
People go.
Kel parts water.
And he says that everyone has a room for the night, and with the rooms, meals, and beer, it comes to a gold piece a piece. And feel free to enjoy the ambiance of our great minstrel, Lord Snappy.
Lord Snappy.
Yeah, and this Ponzi-looking elf. This is all regaled in this very light in the loafers regalia as he strums this little harp.
Bard duel.
On.
Minstrel duel.
That noise from Kill Bill plays.
Yeah.
Tyrael mentions, if we're gonna all sleep for the night, I say, Mikhail or Jack, you lick the frog one last time, and Mikhail, maybe you'll regain all your memories, and Jack, you might see something else that pertains to your past.
Oh, that's right. Michael,
Roll for it, or should I go for it?
you should go for it. I never lost my memories.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right, go ahead and give me 2d6, Mike.
Okay.
Bloody cheater. Yeah.
All right.
That's what I like to see. Peyton
So-
Manning's home to lead them to victory to the number one seed.
Oh wait, no, you got your last vision.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
All right. I lick away.
All right.
Oh, roll 2d6.
Please. So, you guys, Ashton offers the kind of back room for you guys to be in if you guys want to do this, and you guys all sit down at the table, and Jack, you lick the frog, and this time it's kind of this high-pitched humming in your ear as you lick this frog, and it's almost overwhelming until it just stops. And this time, though, the sound is overtaken by just sounds of battle, and this band of orcs are running through this town and pillaging each little hut and cutting down people as they go. And as they go into house after house looking, they're killing, and they enter a fairly poor-looking house. And inside, this old man stands up to stop them, and the lead orc just runs a knife through his stomach and pushes it up in him and slumps him to the side. They start rummaging through the house, and it seems like nothing really interests them. And then they make their way to the basement, and a few minor trinkets and a small, slightly heavy-looking locked chest, and that they assume is valuable, and they pick it up and leave. The warriors converge on this large wagon, and they toss all their spoils into the back of the wagon. And just as you do, you see the same harp image that you guys had seen in the last band of orcs on the wagon this time. As the wagon rolls away, the vision fades, and this time you wake up and there's this rasping voice out of the darkness, and it's just in your mind. The elf proved less than useful in convincing them to return the trident to us. And a separate, larger voice reverberates back.
Then we shall have him killed for his failure. Call the enchanter. Let him take care of the elf.
The rasping voice echoes back in response.
What shall we do with the trident? We need its power.
The deep voice answers back and fades away as if it's getting further.
No matter. It only delays the inevitable.
As the voice kind of echoes off in your mind, all of a sudden the sky overhead is all gray and cloudy as a keel boat cuts through the ocean surf. The sails on the boat are blowing kind of passively in the breeze as a crew of men is rowing. And our party, they're all talking amongst themselves at the back of the boat. When one of the crew towards the stern calls out, "The river mouth's up ahead!" And Jack, you turn to Ashinda and Benefisto, and you say, "This is it. Do you really want to do this?" And Ashinda and Benefisto stand almost in concert, and they stare gravely at the shore ahead, nodding firmly in confirmation. And as the keel boat moves through the surf, the vision fades and the inn reappears.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
So we have chosen wisely?
You have chosen poorly.
Well, no, we didn't give... I'm assuming that's future.
Do we think Tyrael is the elf in question?
Oh.
Yeah, I think
We all look at Tyrael. You work for the Dark Lord.
I think Nubius is the Dark Lord of the Sith. I mean, the Dark Lord.
Tyrael turns to you guys and says, "That's the only other person I've been in contact with. That's who I got the information about the trident from, was Nubius. And after Ashinda made me aware that there might be another way of releasing my mother instead of having relying on the promise of Nubius and asking King Kagar for her release, I believe that was a more noble route after Mikhail told us that Nubius was the god of tricks and vulgarity. So it's the only thing that I can think of. He might be meaning me. I don't know who this enchanter is, though."
I wonder if that's Lord
Oh. Yeah.
Nagakuda.
Possible.
They said they were going to try to kill you.
We should definitely not give him the trident.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely withhold the trident.
After that, yeah, I think we should withhold the trident.
And then cutting through the ocean with James and Ashinda.
The whole party was there, but James and Ashinda seem to be
The
The
most
ones
resolute.
yeah.
Maybe something about your killers.
Yeah, the people who destroyed his village and killed my mentor.
Did it show where we were going? Like, was anything in the background, mountains or castles or?
It just looked like the shore is kind of foresty.
We were heading upriver, right? Or into a river mouth?
Yes.
Oh, we were heading upriver or
You were heading towards the river mouth from the ocean.
from the ocean?
Shinda really hates those satyrs.
Attack the satyrs.
I don't know why my guy changed all of a sudden, but going up that river just
I wonder if it would have to do with releasing the Fae at all. That's something I imagine Ashinda is not a fan of.
having the fake
Having the Fae captured, and we're gonna like go physically break them out. But if they're under the city, then we probably have seen something like that.
at the quarry. That's interesting.
Oh, the quarry, right? Huh. Well, I don't think that this changes our plan, other than that we should be extra careful with Tyrael.
And that we're definitely not going to reveal that we have the trident piece
In the city. Yeah.
in the city. We have it, just not physically with us.
Right.
You have to believe us, but
Do we go that it's with Hepshard back in the other town?
use
I think
Hepshard.
so.
Yeah, Hepshard should be bait.
Hepshard bait.
If Chris isn't back by the time.
Yeah, if Chris isn't back by the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I say we left it with our companion, and that they were casting a spell to get it to us, or
Yeah.
we can leave that part out and just say we left it in Glasser because we didn't feel safe traveling with it, or
Yeah.
Where do we want to store it for now? Because it is an artifact of great power. If they just like detect magic, hey, it's in James's pocket. That's a bad idea.
what? What are you talking about?
Well, I wonder if one of us shouldn't stay back at the end.
Shinda.
Shinda stays back with the artifact.
It just seems risky to me, looking back on Nishinda's track record of hasty decisions.
Oh, yeah.
I think we were just saying it because he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably take a Shinda with us. I hate to say this since it would be nice to have Matt there just for his thoughts, but leaving Jack almost makes the most
Yeah.
sense.
I think I might.
We could send your bird off with it. That's hard to catch.
We could send
Dolph Lundgren.
we,
Take it. Take it to the bottom.
we could send Dwayne. Take it to the bottom. Oh, you despawned after 6 rounds. Huh. Oh, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere down there. Let me go get it.
It's not a bad place to store it.
You know, wrap
Because
it up.
Dolph Lundgren can always retrieve it. We could go throw it into the ocean and have Dolph Lundgren,
Dolphin, my summoned animal.
yeah, go retrieve it whenever we want to.
Like leave Dwayne in but like a chimney top or something.
Yeah, Dwayne could leave it somewhere. Dwayne.
Yeah, that's true.
Alternatively, though, with Matt's statement, it's not a bad idea. Is if the guards don't follow me down there, I could always take it, shapeshift into a dolphin, and go find somewhere down in the ocean to hide it.
Yeah.
That's probably yeah. Except the only issue with that is that people might see you going in, whereas you're.
Yeah.
We should assume that there are eyes on us.
Yeah.
So the next question is, how do we hide it and let Dwayne take it off and go hide it in a chimney without him being seen, and then like seeing like
Well,
them.
just leave it on Dwayne and not have Dwayne accompany us.
And he can
They know Dwayne.
What was that?
Good.
Yeah, we can let Dwayne hold on to it, and we can leave him to his own, not his own device, but he follow him. He knows what, like, leave him behind.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
And then just hope Dwayne doesn't get captured. She shouldn't get captured.
Well, Dwayne's gonna be the hardest to capture too because she flies.
He's a bird. He can fly. That's
So
a good idea.
with relative plans laid, you guys are able to sleep through the night. You guys kind of wake up, and it might be a little later in the morning than you would have liked, but because getting in so late, you slept probably just a little past morning. The inn seems to be a little bit more bustling as you guys all head out to the main room, as there's a lot of people eating and talking, and seems like it's a hallmark location for a lot of people to come maybe before going to work or doing different things, as it's pretty busy for as early as it is.
Do you want to try and
Okay.
gather some information before we take off, or
I could play a song.
just head off?
Brave surrounding.
So the little Ponzi elf is back up on the
Oh,
balcony.
Ponzi
He
elf.
seems to not have budged from his location, and he's strumming his little harp as he sings tunes to the crowd.
Interesting.
Kel, kind of annoyed at the Ponzi elf, grumbles something kind of loudly about real bards singing with voices and chest thumps. Ponzi elf! Not real singing!
It all sucks. I like my voice.
So you head upstairs, and he's out on the balcony as he's strumming his little harp, and you walk up to him. And he doesn't seem to break his song.
You make bards look bad.
He turns to you. I make bards look bad? You make the sentient look bad. And he turns back to the crowd and starts strumming his harp some more.
Guys, if we get arrested before we see the king, is that alright?
We drag Kale back up the stairs.
Let's see.
All right, we rest now and go to the king tomorrow.
Or we just rested this morning now.
Yeah, it's morning.
Right. So we head to the king.
With our plan of leaving the piece of the trident with Dwayne. And not bringing Dwayne with us.
Yeah. How do we get Dwayne? How big is the trident? Our piece?
It's like a large dagger.
Oh, okay. We'd wrap it or put it in a sheath or something.
Yeah, we wrap it somehow so it's not just carrying it out in the open.
So, still annoyed, Kel's gonna try to sing over the bard.
We leave.
All right, so Mikhail, you shove your way forward. You push your way past the elf. You step out onto the balcony, and you start singing a song out to the crowd. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Okay.
I don't know what performance you're using, or what instrument or
The
singing.
one he had. I think it's vocals or
Ignore and move along.
All right.
don't roll one.
So the crowd at your performance pushing the elf past, about half the crowd, maybe a little bit more, they all just start cheering and like, heck yeah, thank God somebody shut this guy up. But he pushes past you and says, well, if that's how it's going to be, what do you say we have a bard's duel and see who can get the whole crowd on their side?
Whoa! Orcs are the greatest and the best. Loudest bard wins.
Okay. So Ashinda's back. I gotta take a real quick pee break. And
Okay. We'll fill.
Oh, perfect timing.
So we got back to the inn, had a lot of talk about what we're going to do with the trident, learned information that the advisor has been influencing the king, and there's bad stuff. So kind of went with we're going to pretend the trident is still with our other team, but let them know that we have it and try to convince them of the thing. And then when we slept and had a vision of raspy voice talking about the plan to get the trident through the elf failing. So we think that means that the decision not to give him the trident is a good one.
Oh, okay.
That's a quick summary. Other details, guys? It's been a long time deciding what to do.
Yeah. There was a guy looking for me that the bartender didn't tell me any information. Alex, green skin, kinds of woodsy. They probably related to the guy who killed my master, to my mentor druid, and the other druids that have been disappearing.
Okay.
There's this Lord Nagakuta, who's apparently the advisor to the King Caastigen, and is actually a power person. That person who's an actual power in making the decisions, and he's probably not to be trusted.
Okay. Have we done anything with our gear or loot or anything? Have we tried to sell anything off?
No, we just got back into town and went to the inn. We haven't had a lot of chance to move freely. We might be followed by guards too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Most importantly, there's a Ponzi elf who sucks at singing, so Kale's showing them up.
Apparently we are. Kale is in a bard's duel.
A bard slam.
After you win, you gotta say you got served.
Not-
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
I'm the sweaty.
Drop the loot.
Drop the loot.
Well, real
his
quick,
loot
you
too.
guys.
Fuck loots. I'm gonna smash his loot, or like a guitar. I'll take his loot and smash it.
In your
Oh,
face.
Do you guys want to talk real quick about, just since we're waiting for Dan anyway,
yeah, sure,
about
go for it.
loot and what we can get rid of? Because we've got.
I think we should save scrolls and potions, but the masterwork weapons and things we should get rid of.
Yeah.
If people haven't claimed them, we should sell them.
Whatever's not
Yeah.
claimed.
And we've got all these gems too. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, can we use the gems?
We should sell all
I
those.
think we should sell those, yeah.
Okay, we got the Sunrod, Ever-Burning Torch. We'll keep those. Masterwork Thieves Tools, probably keep the Climber's Kit, keep that. Compass, keep it. Silk Rope, keep it. User's Kit, keep it. Tent, keep it. Average Lock, probably a good idea. Containers, we'll probably keep the Backpack, Burlap Sack, Iron Pot. Let's see, Leathersmith Artisan Tools. That's something we want to keep? Does anybody do any leather working or planning on doing any leather working?
If we find a leathersmith that... Remember, sometimes we find people who will craft for us.
Oh, we can let them use the tools?
Yeah, that one might be worth keeping.
Yeah, keep
All
that.
right. So we got 4 daggers, a Masterwork long spear, Masterwork short spear. I don't know if anybody wants those.
Go for it if you want.
I don't. I'm talking about stuff to sell and get rid of.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea.
I'll take a masterwork short spear, actually.
Yeah?
There was that heavy ironwork, which I think is wooden and a heavy shield, which could be good for your character.
Yeah, heavy darkwood shield. Scale mail, unidentified scale mail. We might want to.
Let's save that until we, yeah.
Can identify, yeah. Chain mail. Masterwork studded leather armor with armor spikes. Masterwork chain shirt. Masterwork
Matt might
leather
like
studded.
the spiked one because that has a +1, I believe.
Yep, +2.
Oh, huh.
Oh, nice.
And Masterwork leather armor. Sounds like Dan's back. Potions, we'll probably want to keep all those. Scrolls we'll keep. Food we'll want to keep. Okay. So it looks like most of the weapons and armor we'll sell off.
The Darkwood shield, or the Darkwood shield was masterwork or not?
It was masterwork.
Yeah, I believe it's masterwork.
Are we keeping the
Heavy, it's just heavy
skill
Darkwood shield.
stuff? The like the lockpick stuff and.
Yeah, I think that was the talk.
Yeah, I think we had the, crafting. Yeah, we had the thieves tools, climber's kit, compass, silk rope. Yeah, we'll keep all that. I mean, is the taverns a place that we can sell this stuff in?
We probably have to do it in town, I suspect.
Probably, yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, and we can sell that all after the session because you guys will be in town and be able to do stuff.
The session.
Okay.
Sorry about
Cool.
that. Vomit
Nope,
emergency.
Oh, that'll happen.
So Mikhail had just been challenged to a bard duel in the tavern. The little Ponzi elf puts his kind of limpy hands up to the crowd and says, "Well, what song shall we sing to regale you our wonderful voices?" Well, some of our wonderful voices. With the war, how about we sing the rise of Kagar? And there's a bunch of people from the crowd that all start clapping. And he turns to you, Mikhail, and does your orc song, do you know the rise of Kagar?
Kel not only know, Kel sing song right way. Listen now to word. War! And he starts pounding on his chest to the beat to the song. Boom, boom, boom. A long, short, long, short. Think of the lust. Bay free, bringer of ruin that fell, young and old alike, as leaves fall to winter's breath, down into icy soil, death's peace denied by vile rebirth, flesh-like shoots sounding spring's last dawn.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Okay.
All right.
They were all stunned into silence.
So as the crowd, like with this very warlike tune of Kagar's rise starts chanting over the crowd, you can tell there's a lot of people surprisingly really getting into it. And the Ponzi elf, he's like, well, shit. And he strums his harp all melodiously and says, "Necromancer's thirst for power, his undead legion scorched the land. From Darkwood's tower, Thunic's towers, spectral armies followed his command. Carrick searching for life everlasting, he razed cities to the ground. Darkwood's curse was sure to immerse Sindara's universe." And as he finishes
That's
his
pretty good. Kale.
as he finishes his portion, actually even more of the crowd starts kind of clapping up, and a couple people stand up in the back, And he looks to you, Mikhail, and follow that up.
Kel starts to beat up once again and starts stomping his foot on the ground to get the whole crowd into the tune. The whole boom, 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 boom. Lords in their...
Jeez. Yeah.
Lords in their city tombs cowered, not so Caastigen's brave king. Dead like the great waves unyielding, broke up the king's advance. Steady rode courageous knights into rising tide. Nary a thought of hearth or health slowed one. But to their duty rode these men, and through duty to their graves.
All right, go ahead and roll another performance. The crowd, a couple of people kind of sit down that were standing, and but a couple of people on the other side, they start up and start clapping along with you, and the elf gets a little worked up and pushes you to the side, or tries to, but because of your bulk doesn't get very far. He says, Caastigen's king from city did spring, troops dead in fields with no gravestones, no king to lead and none to succeed. Caastigen's nobles' greed was shown, but Kagar drafting, Sindara's surviving, to break Carrick at his throne. Darkwood's curse was sure to immerse Sindara's universe. And as a couple of harp notes trill across the crowd, like half the crowd just sits down, and a couple of people murmur like, "Oh, okay, this guy's getting a little shitty." And he steps back, kind of angry, and he looks to you, Kyle.
Kel, kind of oblivious, just waiting for his turn, starts, the thumping up again. Thus were the walls left bare, thus were the walls left unled, but by the blessed beard adorning Kagar's head, enduring Kagar, watch leader, to the masses pled. And as the fear-frozen heart, choice stripped and robbed, is by reason pierced, so did the word from his mouth move the folk from woe-laden slumber. One path to them left open, that path to kings he pled, so to the source of lust they marched, to victory or death.
All right, go ahead and make another.
Who's writing all these songs?
Michael and I. We had a little side project. Very nice.
That's
awesome. So as Michael finishes his battle performance, like almost like 75% of the people, they're just on their feet, clapping, stomping, and singing along with the orc, in much to the chagrin of the poncy little elf. And he pushes up onto the balcony, and he looks out across everybody and just strums his harp as hard as he can. He says, Verstunic's walls, Kagar stalled, each man that fell, undead rose. Courage faltered, his men moved backward, Kagar's anger was exposed, and mighty hammer, it did clamor, against the walls Kagar threw his blows, and Darkwood's curse was sure to immerse Sindara's universe. As the last couple of notes die, you could tell his performance was pretty good, but man, everybody's just really grooving on Michael. And you could tell he's really just trying in at this last part, and he looks to you, Mikhail.
Okay, Mikhail goes for the finishing blow. So it came to pass, morale drained from their chest. Homeward minds did turn, away from dreaded Darkwood Keep. Yet now in despair's grasp, Kagar did endure. And to the wall strode he, hammer at hand, and as the oxen broken, to strain against the yoke, Kagar madly struck the wall, and the wall madly broke.
Guys, go.
Encore. Whoa,
There it is.
I can't do acrobatics or jump.
Seeing the whole inn just chanting with you, Mikhail, the poncy little elf, he's kind of shaking. He steps forward. Carrick spell to shake his mortal shell. His immortal goal nearly gained. But Kagar broke that arcane cloak, Carrick torn from this mortal plane. And living unbound, Kagar was crowned, lifted up by all to reign. And Darkwood's curse was then dispersed from Sindara's universe. And his poor raspy voice at the end, the crowd kind of, nah, and they start, you can just hear them all chanting, Orc! 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 Orc!
That's awesome.
Who did you attack? Jack's gun goes off and
Matt was throwing a bottle at it.
So
It was fruit. It was going to be rotten fruit.
So
I would also like to incur the butt plug. Really sink the nail in on that poor Ponzi elf.
That's what you should have done when he was performing, damn it.
Is he done? I'm gonna wait until he's going again.
He's done.
Oh no! Butt plug.
Oh. just wow.
Hey guys, hand
So as the final notes fall and the whole inn is just on their feet chanting for the orc, the elf steps back and he turns to you, Mikhail, and says, that was quite the duel, and I did not expect that from, well, you. But I will do as what all good bards do, and I will bow out to the victor. But for that impressive performance, I've kept this horn with me, and after that performance, I don't feel I've earned it anymore. So here, take it and use it, and be what a bard should be. And he hands you this horn, Mikhail, and he walks off.
I say a parting word.
Suck it.
Honor to all speakers of words, but keep practicing.
Dude, you were like one point away from losing that last round.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. So the inn is very impressed with you, Mikhail, and as you're walking back through, you actually wind up people will wind up slapping you about 5 gold pieces in silver.
Yay!
Nice. That's awesome.
You just pour Michael out for him money.
Yeah, seriously.
So all the songs,
Right.
Mikhail's epic verse is actually a little bit. There's a couple extra verses. I'm gonna put it into the handouts for everyone to see. I thought I had it, but I don't. So I'll get that to everybody later, or I'll email it out. That'll be better. I'll email it out.
Nice. All right, gang, I have to sign off and go to this class. This was I forgot that it was at 5:45, but I will need to say goodnight now.
Alrighty.
Bye, dude.
Good times as always. That was such a fucking
Butt
awesome
plug
map.
on Matt.
What? Oh,
Can't go to
man,
class
I
if
gotta
you
go
shit
again.
your
Gotta go. All right, I'll catch you guys soon.
Hi,
Love you,
see ya.
man.
Love you too. Bye.
Oh, we lost everybody.
I know. Oh, that was awesome. I like your lines, Dan.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah, you had them go up and down too.
yeah. So you guys
Yeah,
are
well
all
done, you guys, both of you. That was pretty cool.
well, with the bard. We have to have a bard off.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I love it. All right, so sorry, I just a couple of quick details. How did we get into the Bardoff? The guy just saw you and was like,
He was singing over the whole thing, and Mikhail wanted to show him what a real bard was.
not a kid. And then I just missed this the horn. You just got the horn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Mikhail, that is a horn of fog.
Oh, cool. Horn of fog. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna put that in your gear, right, Michael?
Yeah, I think
That
it's a
doesn't
bardic
need to go in-
item. Something like
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
I just want to make sure it doesn't need to go into
Yeah.
the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be for Mikhail. So you guys, it's a little late in the morning, not quite afternoon yet, probably like 9, 10 o'clock.
Mhm. Go
what you guys
persuade
like
the
to do?
king. Or thoughts, Ashinda?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of our
Did
deal
they
right
catch you
now,
up?
right? We're trying to...
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a quick Reader's Digest version.
All right.
So are we gonna hide the
Yeah.
piece somewhere?
our
Have we
thought
already
is-
hid it?
Our current thought is to put it with James's rock because the rock is mobile, and
Okay.
And then go. And I think the plan is to tell him that some of our party, namely Hepshard, has the trident's pieces safely stored with him.
Right.
We wanted to make sure that was okay with your character, given that you have this thing about honor, but the king might be deceived, and there's kind of stuff going on.
Well, I think Ashinda's thought here is going to be that we're testing the honor of the king and to find out whether or not he is worthy of this information.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so I say let's do it.
Cool. James, you hear that?
Nope. We're going to go persuade the king. We're going to go tell him you got it. So we're basically just trying to see if he's actually going to give Tyrael's mother back, right? That's our main
that's
goal
the
here.
thing. Find out if the advisor. So we don't know if the. Oh, can anybody hear me?
Yep. Your picture's frozen,
Okay,
but I can
sorry.
see.
Yeah,
I don't
mine
know if we
doesn't
can hear
sometimes, so
James.
I get a little confused.
James, I can't
James,
hear you if
you
you're
there?
talking. Are you talking, James?
Jen,
1 sec. Okay, he's playing with the sound. What was I saying? We should we're testing the visor too because they don't know that we know. So if we kind of play kind of somewhat gullible, we could see if the advisor tries to step in and do things.
Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Let's get on it.
Cool.
All right. So you guys walk out of the Bearhead Inn. As you guys get outside, the two guards that had left you are kind of stationed just right across the street, and they come up to you guys and say, "Are you ready? We'll take you to the king."
We're ready.
All right. So they take you up across the river, lead you up the High Guard path that goes up the hill towards Dawnspire Keep. As you guys get up to the keep, the guards lead you directly to the throne room, where as they enter, they announce a couple of the guards that are there. They announce the heroes returned, and Kagar, who's kind of just he looks to be kind of picking absentmindedly at a tray of food, looks up and beckons all of you forward.
Okay. Do we want me? You want to do the speaking, Shinda, or should Kale? Go for it. Go for it. I have mixed history with this king.
It's true. A good and noble king, we have found your trident piece.
Oop, what had happened with my...
Good and noble king.
Sorry, I was had my mouth full. Thank goodness you've returned. The city's been in bad shape with the whole wall being surrounded. Thank God the port's still open. So you have the trident piece. Come forward. Come forward. Let me see it.
We did not have that piece with us by the unfortunate series of events where party was split in two, and the trident piece remains with the others. It is on its way.
On its way. All right. When is the rest of your party supposed to be here?
We cannot say with any sort of a certainty, but we hope with no less than 2 days.
2 days. 2 days. All right. Very well. If that's how we have to wait. The conclave of Grey Mages is they're anticipating its return. We're still not entirely sure what the trident is capable of, but as soon as it's here, you must bring it to me. Better yet, bring it directly to the conclave of Grey Mages. Bring it to Darius the Exactor. He'll know exactly what to do with it. He can start researching its properties and what it can do. Did you find any clue of where the other pieces might be?
Kel adds, we find signs of ancient race known as Tekka and writings of Celestials. We think these may be clues to other locations. Ashinda have writing?
I have a symbol of an ancient tribe that may be at the center of the lost pieces.
Very well. Thank God the halls of knowledge should be able to lend us some insight into this. Make sure you convey all of this information to Darian the Exactor. He'll want to know everything that you found and might have seen, that even the slightest detail. Make sure you tell him. The library is extensive, and the things that they might be able to uncover could lead us to the next pieces.
Before we go, I must inquire about the mother of Atiriel, and when we might find her, and when we might see her.
Tyrael steps forward and he nods to Shinda. Yes, my mother, she's being kept in the quarry. We'd very much advocate for her release. She's been kept there for over a year. Kagar kind of pauses and thinks.
Why would your mother be in prison there? Very well. The service that you've done the kingdom is great. Once you bring the trident to Darian, I will ensure that her release is imminent. Bring this piece of paper. Scribe. Write up a script of release and give it to the heroes. They will bring it to the quarry for the release of his mother.
You are a very noble king and full of honor. For this, I am ever grateful.
Your honor is very well observed as well. Sir Knight, Sir Samurai, please, we must find the other pieces. This one fragment, if you're saying, if its power is true to what we've been told, it could be the linchpin in repelling the free tribes and ending this war.
Kel's gonna mention. Kel goes. Druid have visions you might need to know about. Druid have Druid vision things.
Visions? What visions have you seen? Please, tell me.
I still can't hear you, James.
Druid go mute from.
He's embarrassed. Sorry.
Nothing, James.
But one of these days we're gonna have a full session with like no problems. I mean, it's only gonna happen once, but one day.
Have you tried the box on the top right? Sometimes the there's a thing to it changes from built-in speaker to regular speaker. The little
default.
Yeah.
Set the microphone to.
Yikes.
Thank you, Aslan.
Is that one of the Ents?
Oh, no, I thought that's Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
Oh yeah.
Well, while your mute friend is trying to find his voice, do one of you recall or know what his vision was? Oh, we lost. Maybe?
What about now?
Yay!
Yes!
He found his voice! It's a miracle!
Yes, King Caastigen, I have seen visions. These visions are troubling and perhaps best discussed not within so many eyes or ears. Not everyone needs to know this knowledge, only a select few. Side note, because we're just like in front with where he's just eating with a bunch of people, right?
There's a couple of guards. It doesn't look like he's holding court. It seems to be before he started the business of the day. So there's a couple of guards, and that's about it.
If you have anything to say, these men are the ones that protect my very life. If they fall on their sword for me, they taste my food. I would have you speak this vision.
The most troubling one I have seen, I would say, is we saw a vision of the free folk who looked to be paying for the corsairs to shut off the docks and the port to stranglehold your food supplies.
The corsairs. I feared that might come. Do you know when this might happen?
Unfortunately, my visions do not give me time other than that it has not yet come to pass.
Very well. I will send word to Vuzke. Maybe our navy can be bolstered with some other ships. I hope that the word will not come too late.
I have also had a very troubling vision that appeared to be an assassination attempt was being made against someone of high importance. I saw the assassin taking the orders, but I do not know who it was meant for.
So, who was taking the orders?
Benefisto describes the person.
Benefisto remembers who it was and describes the person.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Yes, Sir King.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Benefisto is not too smart at remembering things. Can it be a wisdom check instead?
I'll give you a wisdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So you barely recall having the vision. No. You remember that the message was given to a woman, and that the messenger was in a village. Beyond that, that's about all you remember. Hi.
Exactly.
Hello.
Visions.
All right. So you already talked to him about the vision of them trying to shut down the port, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Oh yes.
But I'm not directly saying that we already know it's the king, because I don't know who. I don't trust this Lord Nakuta or wherever he is. So I want the. So basically, what I'm doing, side note, is like I'm trying to make the king aware without actually saying, "Hey, it's you."
Right.
Yeah, I think that's might be our best strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we could see what we could do while we're in town here.
correct. See if we can't uncover more.
Yeah.
But
So you don't know who it was that the note was given to, or who the target was. Just that there was a high-ranking person to be assassinated.
that is correct. I do apologize, but the visions come sporadically and very quickly, and not necessarily given all the information that I desire. But should I
Very well.
uncover any more information, I will bring it to you immediately.
Very well. I'll give this to my advisor and have him look into it. Any other warnings or visions or things that I should be made aware of?
Giants are coming. Oh, we're coming. Joke.
Your town's gonna be besieged. Did you know about that one? Just kidding. I
You must
think
be a
that
little
is
slow.
it, guys.
That's all for now. We will make our way to the executor and get him in the pieces as soon as possible.
I'm very grateful. As soon as you do, I'll have word sent. Please protect the trident pieces as carefully as possible. It's very dangerous, and we need its power greatly.
With that, he waves you away, and the guards escort you back out.
All right. Well, should we go get Tyriel's mother? Or, I mean, can Tyriel break away and do that on his own?
I think we should go in case there's.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Although technically we need to get the trident piece first, right? To
Yeah.
Darius.
Yeah.
The Darian
yeah,
or Darius?
Wait. Do we want to give
They're
them?
not expecting it for 2 days,
Okay.
and if we're still looking
Yeah.
to, you know,
We could check out
double check
Darius too.
ourselves.
We could go tell
Okay.
Darius that we secured it. Does he know information about? We saw the sort of writing around it. Do you have details where the next piece would be?
right, give him all the
Yeah.
information we
Yeah.
have other than the trident piece.
Yeah, and we can
And
see
then
what
a few
the
days
character
later,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
And the
Sounds good.
scribe
I
didn't
have-
give you guys the release writ. He gave it to a guard to give to Darian for when you turned the trident over to him.
Ah, damn it.
Balls.
Right. That's what
Well,
I
we
was.
still have 2 days, and I think right now it's important to make sure we're handing this over to the right people.
Or no one was. It's hard.
Let's
hard
let's
to
at
know.
least go talk to him. Let's go talk to him and see what we think. And like, I have pretty good sense motive.
Yeah.
First,
Let's go.
You know, that kind of
Chat him up.
stuff. Yep.
All right, so you guys head out of
We'll go
the
after Darius. Yeah.
keep
the exactor.
Yeah.
Darian
I
the
heard
exactor.
extractor.
Yeah, exactor.
Same thing.
Darius or Darian? Darian.
To
Darius.
Rams could you
I'm gonna play with my new
Here.
horn.
There you
play
go.
with your horn? That's disgusting.
Not the gesture.
Danny
has me-
still there? Oh, there we go.
You still robotic?
So you guys approach the halls of knowledge. That's Darian the exactor.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
You guys approach
good to
the halls of knowledge.
Handsome devil.
The halls are pretty busy. It seems like there's lots of wizards and sorcerers and all kinds of arcane practicers around, from paladins to rangers and clerics. It seems like every single one of the gods is represented by some priest that walks by. As you guys enter the halls and kind of ask for directions, they point you up to Darian's head office, and you guys go in, and as you enter the large study chambers of Darian, he looks up from this big wooden desk. I heard word of your coming. Please come in, come in. Shut the door behind you. Now, I heard you have a trident piece.
Well met, great executor.
Well met yourself, strange Nihon man. What are all your names?
I am Cal, speaker of word. I am Benefisto.
Ishinda, master samurai.
Well met, Mikhail, Benefisto, and Ishinda. And Tyrael speaks up and gives him his name as well as Jack. And Darian motions you forward and motions to some seats beside him. Please, please. There's urgent business. Do you have the trident with you? The messengers didn't tell me much.
We'll go ahead and give him the same story. For now, give him the same story as we gave the king.
2 days. Very well. Very well. Did you find any information in the cave that you found this? Was there any clues? Was there any information that we might be able to research in the meantime? Because there's no knowledge of where another piece might be. We were really hoping that there'd be some inclination or direction to another one.
Here is the symbol of the ancient people who seem to be tied to where the trident pieces are. And obviously give him the copy of the symbol.
Which one?
We have a copy of the writing on the door.
Oh,
I think we have a copy of we have a copy of the writing that was on the dragon pedestal one. I think we should do the dragon pedestal one because we didn't actually know what that said.
A symbol stamped. Metal bars found in the crescent. Cave now. Excellent.
So I know you guys took impressions or a copy of the writing on the pedestal.
Yeah.
As well as the door.
Let's give him the pedestal writing.
Okay. So he pulls up the copy of the paper that you guys wrote down the words on, and he stares at it for a few minutes. I know it's celestial. I can't read it. I'm not versed in celestial. We have several of the gray mages here that know celestial, and they'll be able to decipher it for us. Hopefully this will give us a clue in the right direction.
Dan, are the gray mages pretty well known, or is their order kind of mysterious?
The gray mages, the enclave of gray mages, runs the entire halls of knowledge. They keep all of the books and the library that people from all around Sindara come to visit to learn from. while there's a lot of sects or priesthoods based off of the various religions that also cohabitate the halls of knowledge, the Enclave of Grey Mages is the carers and feeders of the library itself.
Okay, so not a really sinister reputation. Okay.
No.
So you recognize it's Celestial.
How about we gave him the pedestal one? Is that the one that we did give? So let's give him also the one that was stamped over the cave.
Okay. So he looks it over as well and says, yes, more celestial. I can't read this, but I will ensure that both of these are deciphered. Hopefully they can point us in the right direction.
Kel's gonna ask, have you heard of mysterious folk called Tekka? Or,
Tekka. That name's not well known to many, if few at all. They're an ancient race. Most of their knowledge has been eradicated. For why, I'm not too sure. The books that we even try and maintain disappear from our libraries, and we can't maintain any kind of knowledge on the Tekka. As far as I know, that explains the writing. Does the Tekka have to do with the trident?
don't know, but maybe clue to next location.
The Tekka, from my understanding, they were a crossbreed of celestial, one of the celestial races and dwarves. Very strange looking creatures. From what I gather, beardless dwarves with this marble white skin. I'd have to think about it.
They were the Tekka.
Do you have songs of them?
Have no songs. We don't. The library has many bardic songs, but like I said, any knowledge seems to disappear as soon as we are able to gather it. It's been rather worrying.
See, orcs keep knowledge in song. That better way. Why, I think there was a song of a Tekka named Seraph. See, and that not get stolen. Have you heard of no songs, names like Seraph? Or am I misremembering?
I know no Seraph. And as for songs, if we tried to catalog the knowledge in the halls of knowledge by song, the knowledge would be lost in less than a generation. But what did you say his name was? Seraph? I will jot that down and add that to this list, and I'll have the mages research it in the library.
And let me ask, what is your intention with these pieces of the trident?
So, the power of the trident itself is slightly lost and obscure in history. However, the pieces that we've been able to glean from the history that we know, it's an ancient relic that long ago it disappeared. From who made it disappear and how, we're not sure, but we're almost 100% positive that they weren't able to destroy it. They tried to, and instead of destroying it, they shattered it and hid it in these locations, and that was how we found the first piece. The living wood has very, very little knowledge on it. It's such a dark and dangerous place. So we were able. I imagine it does. At the very least, we know that we can harness its power. The power of the trident itself allows you to see into the past and the present and the future. That's why it's called the Trident of Destiny. You can alter destiny itself. How it works, I'm not sure. Uh, did anyone in your party touch the trident? Has anyone had any side effects from the trident itself?
I look at Shinda.
Ishinda?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember how I felt. That was like a month and a half ago.
So you had a vision, or less of a vision, but more of a strange nightmare at night. I don't remember what the vision was, but it was on things that you'd never seen before, experienced, and the dream was very, very vivid when you were having it.
That's right. So I'll relay that to Darian.
Interesting. A dream.
But
No
didn't
other-
I also feel like when I was holding it, like it's just a
You
like a
felt
bull?
it felt like its power was
I
just
just-
radiating.
Oh yeah. Right.
So visions. Maybe it imparted some vision of the past or present or future. The main reason we want to be able to harness the power of the trident is to find a way to end the war. I know many of us here that the free tribes, they're not warlike to this magnitude. In the past, they're exactly what they're called, free tribes. They don't want to be ruled by the city-states or kings. And you very well look the part of maybe one of the free tribes, Miss Mikhail. The free tribes, we're not entirely sure why they've attacked, at least I don't. Many believe that that they've been fed up with maybe the rule of kings and want to see the end to it, and others believe they just want to raise the city to the ground for its plunder. But whatever it is, so many free tribes gathered in one place doesn't happen, as even the tribes bicker amongst themselves. With the power of the trident, we might be able to see a future of freedom for all. As far as the enclave of Grey Mages go, that's our ultimate vision and goal. King Kagar is the one that will make the final decisions, as he controls the city and rules over all of Sindara. The power itself, the ancient relic in its very nature, is so very powerful that it couldn't be destroyed. It must have other strength to it, and what that strength is, it's not carried in any of our tomes.
I'm gonna just sense motive.
All right.
See if he's being truthful with us.
Oh.
Better than a 4, I guess.
He seems very straightforward. He might have some ulterior motive, but of that you couldn't be sure. He seems very jovial and just thirsting for knowledge at this point.
I'm gonna ask him. You know of other ways to have visions and see future? Why need trident and not magics?
Scrying can be misled, blocked, and perverted, depending on where you focus the divination magic. Its very arcane nature makes it susceptible to other arcane means. The trident, its very power, would cut through and be able to see truth to its very core, whether future, present, or past. And the strength of the very relic would transcend any arcane caster that could obscure the present or future. You're more than welcome to use the library here. It's at your disposal. Please, and he writes down a little note. Take this note to any of the Grey Mages, and they will point you to maybe one of the sections or aisles that you might be interested in. There's much knowledge here, but we don't keep arcane spells here, as I hope you could very well understand. Just having spells on our shelves could be spell disastrous, but there's plenty of research material if many come here to create spells and discover their own natures or histories or like I said, the library is vast. It extends nearly a mile below ground.
So,
Right.
out of character into party, this is something we should investigate too, especially now that we've learned something important, that these frog visions might not be trustworthy. If we got these from Angus, we should investigate our past and also whether there are other incidents of like perverted scrying. Is something that Kel will use his kind of knowledge to try to research when we have the free time. But yeah.
Yeah.
And research Lord Nubius.
Yeah. So wait, let me write these three things down so I can remember. Okay. Lord Nubius, our past, and perverted visions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, that's it.
And
that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Dinner's just about ready.
Okay.
Finish that up. So, bummer that I was out for like an hour and a half. That was stupid, but glad that we're back on track. 2 weeks from now, correct?
I could do
no,
two.
Dan. Are you gonna be able to do? Because you're down next Friday, right?
Yeah, we fly out next Friday, and I fly back the Friday after. I can do the 17th and the 24th, which are consecutive Sundays. After that, we're going to have to take about a month break because we'll have just moved to Nevada, and we'll be unpacking and a lot of other stuff.
Right.
So 2 weeks, and then if
Week after that.
we can do the week after that, and that'll wrap up a
Take
lot
another
of...
hiatus.
Say what?
And then take another hiatus.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All
well,
right.
that'll probably wrap up a lot of what you already have prepared, right, Dan?
I have so much prepared. I've probably got like 6 sessions prepared, which is good because
Okay.
I'm gonna need the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool, guys. Well, love you. We'll talk to you soon. Take
All
care.
right, Andy. Take care.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Good night.
Do.
Sounds good.